How we doing, folks? It's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways, Houston, Texas. How we doing this morning? A couple of folks coming into the room. We're just getting going. It's Kelley, here to talk to you about, as we always talk about, you know what we talk about. All things type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, gestational diabetes, PCOS, erectile dysfunction. All of that. Not only that, but if you get diagnosed with it, how to defeat it. That's what we talk about. So how we doing, folks? Once you're coming in, do me a favor and bebop that screen and double tap that screen and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. They're struggling with it. They don't want to struggle with it anymore. Send this live over there to them. How we doing? A couple of folks coming in. It's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist. We just starting the live. Coming at you. Oh, let me close my window because it's that light can get crazy. All right, there's always a glare over there. But how we doing, folks? If you're just joining us, my name's Kelley, your Certified Holistic Nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Been in Houston now for 11 years, coming up on 12 years, 11 and a half years been in Houston, 14 and a half in Texas altogether. Man, I think it might be actually time to move. I think I'm going to do another year in Texas, and then it's 15 years is quite a while. It's time to do something different. Time to broaden my horizons. You know what I'm saying? But how we doing, folks? It's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist. Do me a favor, bebop that screen and then share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. Like they're struggling with type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and they don't want to struggle anymore. Like they struggled for far too long. And then this is where they want to be. This is where they want to be. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about that monster, that beast, aka insulin resistance, aka type 2 diabetes. Then once we figure out what it is, we're going to figure out how to take it down. So that's always the point of my lives, right? To figure out what it is and then to figure out how to take it down. We're going to do something, how to take it down, how to take down the villain. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do a co-live a little bit later, maybe about an hour or so. So we're gonna do a co-live. So got my man Jay Lace is gonna come on. We're gonna do another joint live. We're testing out the feature to see how it works. Okay. So that's gonna be coming up here shortly, about another hour or so. But how we doing, folks? What's up, Charlie? How we doing, folks? Do me a favor. Hey, H-Town here too. Shout out to you, Charlie. Yeah, H-Town. It's a big city, man. It's a big city. I've been here 15 years. We probably ran across each other some way, somehow, you know. How's everybody doing? It's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Just like my man, Charlie. Talk about all things type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance. How to take it down. How do you take it down? You take it down through the power of your lifestyle. I'm a girl. Okay, my bad, Charlie. I should have known. My name's Kelley. So I should have known that. My bad. I should have known that. You should see the mail that I get. I get a lot of Mrs. Hey, is Mrs. Gilberry around? That's me. Yeah. Or I get calls like, hey, is she around? Is Kelley? Is she around? I'm like, she's not around. Click. But how we doing, folks? It's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. A couple of more folks coming into the room. A couple of more folks coming in. Man, do me a favor, introduce yourself. Where are you from? What city are you from? What state are you from? What country are you from? Then we're going to talk about how to take this thing down. Here's how my lives work. Come on, man, introduce myself. Let you know who I am. Answer your questions. My name is Kelley, your Certified Holistic Nutritionist. But you see, I wasn't always a nutritionist and wasn't always a health coach. Because a few years ago, I was actually in the worst shape of my life: diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. The triple whammy. The triple whammy. So if you want to learn, Charlie, you're gonna dial in. We're gonna be in here until 11 Central Time. So we're gonna have some special guests come on. Man, we're gonna have all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have some fun today. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what we do. That's what I do, Charlie. Help people who are struggling with type 2 diabetes, not how to just manage the condition, but how to totally, reverse the condition. And how do you totally reverse the condition or get rid of it? Well, you do that through the same way that you got it. Same way that you got it is the same way that you get rid of it. In most cases, let me say that. Because here it is. Type 2 diabetes is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. Meaning, well, what does that mean? Well, meaning that it was your diet and lifestyle that caused the condition. So if it was your diet and lifestyle that caused the condition, shouldn't it be your lifestyle that gets you out of the condition? Yes. That's how it goes down. So that is what I'm going to teach you today, folks, before we get into it. A couple of more folks still coming into the room. Do me a favor, folks, tap in with me. Let me know where you're from, what city you're from, what state you're from, what country you're from. All of that. Yes, how fast can you reverse it? Well, it depends on how fast. It depends on how dedicated you are to maintaining your pace. And what does that mean? Maintain your pace. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. Those 4 areas. Clean eating and effective, peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mikkel. Appreciate that. I'm an old guy, I'm getting to be an old guy now. I appreciate it though. Appreciate becoming an old guy, because here's the thing. A few years ago, I told you I was in the worst shape of my life. Diabetes, heart disease, obesity. But what was crazy is this was all diagnosed at the very same doctor's visit. At the very same doctor's visit. Diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. The triple whammy. Like if you've ever watched hockey, folks, that means that you scored 3 goals in one game. 3 goals in one game. They celebrate you. But here's the thing. When it came to me, I got those 3 diagnoses at one time: diabetes, heart disease, obesity. It wasn't time for celebration, folks. You want to know what it was time for? It was time for deep, and I mean deep, reflection. That's what it was time for. It wasn't time to celebrate. It wasn't time to celebrate. And it's the same thing with you. When it comes to type 2 diabetes, folks, you can reverse this thing. How quickly can you do it? There's been folks who have joined my challenge, my 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Here's the thing. Are they going to reverse the 14-day challenge? Are you going to reverse type 2 diabetes in 14 days? No, you're not going to reverse it in 14 days. It takes a minimum of 4 months, 3 to 4 months to see how long it takes for 4 months or so for all of your red blood cells to turn over, to get a whole brand new set of red blood cells. It takes about 4 months, 3 to 4 months. But in 2 weeks, 14 days, 14 days, you can put a huge dent in your overall A1C. You put a huge dent in that blood sugar roller coaster, the spikes, you know what I'm saying, getting up on it, going real high. Whoo. The spike. You want to get off of that thing. You want to get off of it. 14-day challenge. How do I join the challenge? Here's how you join the challenge, Charlie. Click. Today's actually a great day because not only is my birthday, I appreciate that. Thank you for the birthday wishes. But also, man, we starting that Black Friday deal on this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Friday to Friday. That's what we're going to go to. We got a deal for you today. Here we go. Check it out right here. So if you click right here and then you click on my picture again. What's up, Ava? Your numbers are already dropping. What are you on, day 3? Click right here and you can click on my picture again, folks. What are you on, day 3 of the challenge, Ava? Your numbers are already dropping. That's incredible. You understand? That's incredible. Here it is right here. Let's see. Yeah, day 3. There you go. And then you click on this link right here. That's incredible. Appreciate the follow. Quiz masterclass, folks. Go get it. Go get all the goodies on here. The quiz, the masterclass, absolutely free, man. Get all of that stuff. But for my 14-day, for who's asking about joining the challenge, here's the challenge right here. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is right there. Now, you know everything's free on the page. The quiz is free. The masterclass is free. But the 14-day challenge where there's real people getting real results in as little as 14 days. People are taking off of their medication, and then somebody's saying their numbers, they're on day 3, the numbers are already dropping day 3. You know what I mean? You want to know why the numbers are dropping? Getting into the normal range? It's because the whole entire time, it was simply the food that you were eating. That's what we're doing on this 14-day challenge. Cleaning up the food right here. Cleaning up the food. Quiz, masterclass. You know how it is. The quiz is free. The masterclass is free. It's a free quiz, free masterclass. Go register for it. Do all of that stuff. Take all of the freebies on there. But the challenge, 14-day challenge, is the only thing that I got to charge you for because it's real people getting real results. $99 to join that challenge. But if you use that discount code, today's discount code, BLACK25. BLACK25 is the discount code for today. It's going to be $30 off. So instead of $99, it's going to be $69 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, right? That's the Black Friday deal, $30 off, $69 for the rest of your life. You show up, you do the work, and you do it again the next day. Whoo! That's all you got to do. You're gonna get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. You're gonna be one of the ones that's saying, "Hey, I turned my life around. I turned my health around. I did it. If I did it, you can do it. If I did it, you can do it." That's it. The 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It is a nutrition blueprint. It says if you follow this nutrition blueprint, same blueprint that I used, same blueprint that I used to reverse diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. They're like, well, where do you start? Because a lot of people don't know where to start. You may say, I'm willing to do this, to do that, but I don't know where to start. Well, you can start with the quiz. It's a free quiz that you can take. It's going to tell you your diabetes management style. You can start there. Number 2 is you can register for that masterclass. All you got to pay is attention. Or I break down the lifestyle medicine formula, because here's the thing about type 2 diabetes. It is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. So if it's a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition, shouldn't it be my diet and lifestyle, that same diet and lifestyle that gets me out of the condition? You just use that simple logic right there. And I promise you, you get yourself out of it. Is it going to be easy? No, it ain't going to be easy. Heck, if it were easy, everybody would. You know how the saying goes. Heck, if it were easy, everybody would do it. If it were easy. But it ain't easy. It's easy in this aspect. It is, but it isn't. It's easy in this aspect. It's simple, but it's not easy. Let me say that. Reversing type 2 diabetes is simple, but it's not easy. Simple in the sense that all you got to do is eat real, whole, unprocessed foods. Mostly, predominantly that. Have a peaceful mind, stress management, managing your stress. Having an active body, moving your body. Clean eating, and effective sleep. Now, there's a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar. It's a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar. But it's predominantly what you are eating. There's a lot of things. But it's predominantly that, folks. Do me a favor, folks, and bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and then share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. What condition is that? PCOS, erectile dysfunction, type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes. So this is your Q&A time, folks. Get to your question. What are your questions? Throw your questions in the chat. It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. For those who don't know me, I know a thing or two about diabetes because I once had diabetes and I once was obese and I once did have a heart disease. And no more of that. No more of that. How did I do it? I had to make a whole lifestyle change. I had to get outside of my comfort zone. I had to get outside of my comfort zone to find the answer. And the answer, folks, was staring right there, right in front of my face. The answer was right there. And you're like, well, what was the answer? It was my lifestyle. Folks, here it is. There it is. It was my lifestyle. It was the food that I was eating that caused me to have diabetes, heart disease, and be obese. Here it is. There's both cameras over here. You know what I mean? That's called diabetes, heart disease, and obesity right there. That's what it's called. Right there, folks. So now, look, no more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. So the question is, how do you explain all of this, folks? How do you explain no more diabetes, no more heart disease, and obesity? If everybody's always saying, well, you got diabetes, you got to take these meds for the rest of your life, right? You got it. Well, it's only that way if you believe that. If you believe that that's the only thing that you can do, that's the last picture. If you believe that that's it, if you believe that that's it, you say, you know what? Yeah, I got the bad doctor report. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done. If that's what you believe, then yeah, you'll be done. So if you get that diabetes diagnosis, just know that diabetes doesn't define you. Just like my shirt says, diabetes doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? Can you guys see that? Diabetes doesn't define you. But your lifestyle does. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes doesn't define you. But your lifestyle certainly does. If you say, I'm ready for a lifestyle change, because that's what you need. That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna kick the meds. That's the only way that you're gonna, you know what I mean? Who just like probably like just taking so many meds, you just get to the point where like I just take so many meds, I don't even know. It's like feels like my head is gonna explode. If that's you, put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat if you just feel like you just gotten to the point where you just like so frustrated with taking all these meds. Maybe the doctor's like, hey, listen, it's time to prescribe you some insulin. Who's at that point? Is anybody at that point? Put a me in the chat. And do me a favor, put new in the chat as well. If you're new, put a new in the chat. Put a new in the chat. Because my name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Couple of new folks. Pearly, all right. Shout out to you, Pearly. Shaw Love, okay. New, okay. New. Shout out to my new folks. Here it is, folks. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. For my new folks. Here's where the answer lies. If you have been struggling with type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, gestational diabetes, all of that stuff, the answer that you're looking for, it's in the place that most people refuse to look. And it's right there within you. The answer is within the answer. The answer is there. And it's called your lifestyle. It's been there the whole time. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, especially what you've been eating, because we're going to talk about eating here in a little bit, especially what you've been eating. It's mostly what you've been eating. And then effective sleep. What do you mean it's mostly what I've been eating, Kelley? Well, because that's mostly what it is. There's a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar, but it's predominantly what you're eating. What are you eating? We're eating a lot of diesel fuel, as I call it, or taking the blue pill, as I like to say, when we talk about the matrix. So that's eating all of the ho-ho Twinkies and the ding dongs and all the junk food. We're stacking up on that. Mostly. And that's what's causing it. Couple of questions. Couple of new folks. Yeah, put your questions in the chat, folks. Lasita, if you are tired of being tired, then the 14-day blood sugar, if that's you, if you say that you're tired of being tired, that's what you said, though. You said it. You're tired of being tired. Then the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is calling your name. My diabetes went from a 9 to a 6.3 in 3 months while losing 27 pounds. Yes, you're on a GLP-1. Okay. If that works for you, fantastic. I recommend natural GLP-1s. You know what I mean? The food. How about insulin resistance, aka PCOS? Same thing. How about insulin resistance, PCOS? Same thing. PCOS is nothing more than diabetes, insulin resistance of the ovaries, or PCOS, insulin resistance of the ovaries. That's all it is. That's how you look at it. Okay? Think of it like that. So if you can reverse type 2 diabetes, someone like myself could do it. You can do the same thing. PCOS no different than erectile dysfunction, right? For men. Insulin covers every cell of the body, so you need it. Get rid of the insulin resistance, things start to look up again. What is alcohol and diabetic type 2 reaction? Can I still have tequila? If you are type 2 diabetic, you would like to stay away from alcohol as much as you possibly can. As much as you possibly can, stay away from the alcohol. Because diabetes, it's nobody's friend, but especially if you're suffering from insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes or PCOS or erectile dysfunction, alcohol is definitely not going to be your friend. It's not going to be your friend. Even during the holidays, You might have some eggnog. Whoo! As delicious as eggnog is, it ain't gonna be your friend if you're suffering from insulin resistance. So just be aware of that. Wow. Okay. 7.4 to a 6, 20 pounds weight loss. Doing what I'm supposed to. That's it. How long have you managed it? There's no such thing as managed it, Ruby. Well, shout out to you, Linda. It's not managed it. It's not mastered. That's a good. Let's debunk that myth. I got full metabolic restoration. Full metabolic restoration. What does that mean? That means I can pretty much go out and my insulin responds like it's supposed to. I eat something, 2 hours later, boom, it's back to where it needs to be within 2 hours. Unless I just eat something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a big Thanksgiving meal. Whoo. But it's totally reversed. Because type 2 diabetes is a reversible condition. You didn't just manage the condition. Depending on how bad you let it get. Here's how you can tell if you can reverse it or not. It's when you go to the doctor and you get yourself what's called a C-peptide test. Go get a C-peptide test and I will tell you. But it's been 4 years. Coming up on 5 years. Oh, no, 4 years. Yeah, it's been 4 years. 4 or 5 years. 2021 is when I went on my journey. When I went on my weight loss journey. Now, no more. The weight hasn't come back. None of that's come back. The high blood sugar hasn't come back. I was diabetic, had heart disease, and I was obese. None of that's come back. Why has none of that come back? Simply because I changed my lifestyle. I changed the culprit. And the culprit was I was eating a bunch of crap, as I call it, junk food, carbonated junk, refined sugar, artificial stuff, processed foods. I was eating a whole hell of a lot of that. Yeah. Eating a whole hell of a lot of that. And as a result, it all caught up to me. So that's part. I wasn't clean eating. I was eating a bunch of crap. All I did was change my fuel source from the crap, as I call it, carbonated junk, like I said, all of that stuff, to eating more cleaner foods, whole unprocessed foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes. And leaner sources of turkey, whatever, not turkey, or Thanksgiving's coming up, but leaner sources of protein. So whatever you prefer. So whether it's the chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, steak, eggs, fish. Quite welcome, Deborah. Fish, whatever. Just make sure that it's the leaner source and not the junk food like bacon, folks. Bacon is going to be your new junk food. Okay? You don't want to eat bacon, folks. I'm just keep it all the way a buck with you. Thank you. I need to hear some positivity. That's what I meant. How long have you reversed it? Yeah, that's it. It's been over 4 years now. Been over 4 years. Congratulations to your journey. You look amazing. No, Deborah, I want you. Thank you. But I want you to look amazing. It's my 47th birthday. Today's the big 47. But I want to come on here and let y'all know that diabetes doesn't define you. You know what I mean? It don't define you. Had I not changed, I would have never saw my 47th birthday. You know what I'm saying? Had I not changed. So that's the thing, folks. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody, folks. Can I have almond plant-based protein shake twice a day? Well, almond-based protein shake, are we talking about one you make yourself with almond milk, with maybe some pea protein? Yes, you can do that. You can do that. If that's what you recommend asking. Yeah. What seeds do you recommend? All kinds of seeds: chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. Okay. uh, yeah, those are, you can start with some of those. Chia seeds are the best though. Talk about seeds. It's gonna be them chia seeds. Chia seeds, the fiber content. So you can use chia seeds also. You can use chia seeds to slow down the absorption of how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream. Yeah, chia seeds are a monster. Bacon, wow, yeah, bacon is a group 1 carcinogen, folks. It's a group 1 carcinogen. What's a group 1 carcinogen? Oh, yeah, that's just a fancy way of saying that they've done over 800 studies to determine that certain foods have been known to cause cancer, bacon being one of those. Processed meats, bacon, hot dogs, salami. My bologna has a first name. It's Oscar. And my bologna has a last name. It's Meyyer, Oscar Mayer. Okay, those are called processed meats, folks. That whole section over there, Lunchables, folks, do not, and I repeat, do not, and I repeat, I'm going to say this again. Do not give your kids Lunchables. Okay? Don't give your kids Lunchables. Don't give it to them. Lunchables is the most processed junk that there is. I know it's grab and go and it's quick, but folks, if you could avoid it, if you can help it, if there's other alternatives, do not give your kids Lunchables, please. Appreciate the birthday shout out. For Thanksgiving, I'm eating my fiber and veggies first before anything else. I'm ready to change. There you go, Ruby. You got it, Ruby. Appreciate the birthday shout out. Yes, unsweetened organic almond milk. Yes, then that's a go. Yes. But yeah, protein shake. Yeah, you're good. What brand of chia seeds do you recommend? The brand really doesn't matter. Just get yourself some nice organic chia seeds. It really doesn't matter, the brand. It could be the store brand. You know what I mean? Chia seeds or chia seeds. Oh my God, really? I'm going to stop that. Yeah. With the processed meat? Yeah, processed meats is bacons and salamis and all that. Yeah, it's bad juju. Appreciate the shout out, Sheila. Happy birthday. Thank you. Is that the right way to do fiber and protein before anything else? Yes. Fiber first. Yeah. You want to do your veggies first. So eat some veggies, eat a stir fry beforehand, something like that. That'll do you right. That's going to get that fiber in there first. That's why for Thanksgiving, here's what I recommend everybody for Thanksgiving. Is before that meal, because I know we're talking about, holidays and all that stuff. Before that meal, you want to make sure you have yourself a little appetizer. Have yourself a little appetizer first. What kind of appetizer? A nice big bowl of salad, big green salad. Just had that before. Nice, decent sized salad. Then I bet you won't eat as much. I bet you ain't gonna eat as much at this Halloween, at this Thanksgiving party. Yeah, try that. Let's see. Happy birthday. Appreciate that. I heard it helps slows down glucose. Yes, that's what it does. That's why you want to have that salad first. The fiber, that's why I said chia seeds. Chia seeds are a monster. All of that fiber starts getting gelled, make a gel in your stomach, and therefore all of the molecules, glucose molecules, get released slower. So yeah, it's good stuff. Brittany says, I'm just going to stop eating because it's so overwhelming. Here's what you do, Brittany. You want to simplify it? You eat real, whole, unprocessed food. Fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, whole grains, whole grains like quinoa, you know what I mean? You could do rice, black rice, whatever. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans. That's what you eat, beans. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, yeah, beans is going to be a monster. And then leaner sources of protein, like I said earlier. Chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, steak, eggs, fish. Stuff you want to avoid are the processed meats. Bacon, sausages. That's it. Hot dogs. Those are called processed meats. You just simplify it. That's it. That's what you eat. Real, whole, unprocessed foods. Mostly. That's it. I have almond flour pancakes with lots of protein for breakfast. Yeah. Good. All right, Drea, how does that work? How does it do for your blood sugar? Have you tested your blood sugar with the almond flour? I'm curious. Well, you said with a lot of protein, so it could slow it down, or it's going to slow it down. Question: should oatmeal be discarded from my life? That's a good one. Should oatmeal be discarded from my life? All right. No, you don't have to discard oatmeal from your life, but you do have to be careful with how you eat it. You do have to be careful how you eat it. Number one thing you don't want to eat it first thing in the morning for breakfast. We ain't eating oatmeal for breakfast, folks. That's gonna spike your blood. We're gonna put that in the same category. Oatmeal is with like cereal. It's basically like a cereal. So you don't want to eat that in the morning. You don't want to spike your blood sugar like that first thing in the morning with some oatmeal. You want to load up on some. You want to eat a savory breakfast, not a sweet breakfast, a savory breakfast. Things like steak, eggs, chicken, steak, whatever your protein source is. Tofu, tempeh, with a side of veggies, non-starchy veggies. That's a good breakfast. So you don't have to discard it from your life, but you do have to be careful how you eat it. Yes, I love mashed potatoes. Try cauliflower mashed potatoes. It's like mash, but healthier. Yeah, cauliflower mash is amazing. You know how to make yourself a good cauliflower mash? Good stuff. Yeah, I made a lot of cauliflower mash, no doubt. I thought beans were good. Beans are good. Beans are great. What do you mean you thought they were good? Yeah, I named beans. Beans are great. If you suffer from high blood sugar, beans are going to be like your best friend. Beans are going to be your best friend. You're like, well, what you mean beans are going to be your best friend? Aren't they a starch? Yeah, they are starch. They are starch. But they're called a resistant starch. They're resistant to digestion, meaning they enter your bloodstream a whole hell of a lot slower. Yeah, they're going to enter your bloodstream, but they're going to enter your bloodstream a whole hell of a lot slower than some rice would. So when you do that, gives insulin a chance to respond. And when insulin gets a chance to respond, boom, it starts to become more sensitive to insulin. So yes, folks, beans are going to be your best friend. Yeah, oatmeal. Yeah, you're right, Eric. That ain't good. Oatmeal. Sugar-free oatmeal is bad in the morning. Anything sugar-free is terrible for you. Anything sugar-free. So sugar-free candy, sugar-free gum, period. The folks, don't chew gum. Do me a favor, folks. If you care about your health, don't chew gum, folks. Okay? If you care about your health, folks, don't chew gum. All right, here we go. I got my man Jay Lace. My man Jay Lace coming in. We're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do this joint live. Got my man coming in right now. And my man Jay Lace right there. Man, what's happening with your boss? Hold on 1 second, Kelley. How we doing? Man, good, man. Good. How you doing? You got you live right now? Yep. Oh, you live right now? Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I'm live, right?
Yeah. You live. You live. You went from your live to my live. Let me see if we joint connected. Yeah, we connected, no doubt. But yeah, this is my man, folks. This is my man Jay Lace. So we talk about all things type 2 diabetes. He's in the gym right now getting it in. And he's a fellow coach. And we both like our story before, man. I had type 2 diabetes, no longer have it. He has type 2 diabetes, no longer has it. Man, it's real, folks. Man, tell us what's going on, boss. How's everything going? Tell us what's happening. What's happening, boss?
I'm over here walking this guy doing some resistance training. Was talking to some of my people about how I reverse type 2 diabetes, giving them some insights on actually how to reverse type 2 diabetes, facing insulin resistance through nutrition, right? Resistance training, gut health, having an active lifestyle. The same skill we always talking about, right? Just giving them some education on that, man. Letting people know that you actually can reverse your type 2 diabetes.
Man,
do this.
You can do it. So you say you did it yourself too?
Absolutely, man. I found out in 2017, this month, that I had type 2 diabetes 8 years ago.
Wow.
8 years ago, found out this month. I reversed it in about 2 years for me personally because I didn't have the information I have now. So I've been 6 years, no medication, no metformin. I take no insulin, and my body processes carbohydrates like I never had type 2 diabetes before. Right? Processes, right? Full metabolic restoration of how my body handles sugar.
Man.
Right? Truly reversed. Going on 6 years now, man. So I'm just giving people just like yourself the tips and tricks that help me reverse type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. And appreciate you sharing that. And what would you say that it is, man? What would you say to the cause of type 2 diabetes? Like if you could say like what would you say is the cause of type 2 diabetes?
Oh my God, right? The cause of type 2 diabetes.
Because you say you had it, you don't have it anymore. Like how did that happen? Like you had to figure out the cause of it, right?
The cause of type 2 diabetes is that lifestyle, right? We're talking about your nutrition. We're talking about being overweight, right? The fat. We're talking about your activity levels, being sedentary, right? So you can have a genetic predisposition to be a type 2 diabetic, but your lifestyle pulls the trigger. It pulls it, right? It pulls that trigger. But the good thing is you can take that gun and put it back in this holster. With the same way you got into this, it's going to be the same way you need to get out. It's through your lifestyle.
So give me those areas again. What was those areas?
So the areas we're talking about nutrition.
Okay.
Right? We're talking about
what about nutrition? What about nutrition? What about nutrition though?
Right? And when it comes to nutrition, you got to eat the whole foods, and you got to let go of the. I ain't gonna cuss on here today. You got to let the things that are trash. You got to let them go, right? Right? We're talking about movement. You got to get up and move. You were created to move. You got to get your sleep, right? Sleep is your body's superpower, right? You got to lose that fat, right? That visceral fat from around your organ, right? So those are some of the pillars to actually reversing type 2 diabetes. Locking in on those aspects of your lifestyle is going to reverse this disease.
Man.
You did it for me. You did it for Kelley.
So what will happen if you don't do that though? What, like let's just say you say, you know what, I'm gonna just keep relying on managing diabetes with just meds. It's like, can I do that? Can I manage it with just meds?
So
if I don't change anything,
if you don't change anything, the disease will change you. It's going to change you. It's going to change your whole appearance because you're going to be living without some limbs, right? You're going to be living without functional kidneys. It makes it you're 2 times more likely to develop heart disease.
Yeah.
Right? It's the number one cause of kidney failure. It's the number one cause of amputations of your toes.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to change you if you don't change it. It gives you no option. Either you change your life or it's going to change your life for you.
Man.
In the negative way. Right? So, nutrition, right? Sleep, active movement. The same way you got yourself in this with your lifestyle, you can just tweak your lifestyle, change your lifestyle, and get yourself out of it.
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So it's predominantly what you're eating. That's what I like. That's what I like to tell folks. Well, not even like to tell folks. That's what I actually tell folks is it's actually what you're eating. Now, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of areas. There's, like you said, there's stress management. There's activity. You know what I mean? There's sleeping. Those areas are and then alcohol. Like I said, alcohol is not going to be your friend. If you're suffering from type 2 diabetes, alcohol is not going to be your friend. Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff that could be causing you to have high blood sugar, but it's mainly what you've been eating and what you've been drinking. Those are the main things. That's it. And until you fix that, predominantly eat predominantly whole, unprocessed food. So fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans, right? And then leaner sources of protein like chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, steak, eggs, fish. I mean, leaner stuff like that.
Absolutely. Speaking the truth.
You eat that, that's it.
We ate our way into this, and the good news is we can eat our way out.
Man.
We can eat our way out, man.
Man, so tell us some of these stories. Some of these stories from some of your clients, man. You say you have some clients that have lowered some of their numbers, man. What have they been doing? Like, tell us about their journeys. Some of their journeys.
So I'm gonna give you both sides of a coin, right? I'm getting reached out to every day. My DMs are filled. I'm on the phone calls with clients, helping them try to navigate this. I was on the phone a while ago with someone 32 years old, suffering from stage 5 liver disease due to type 2 diabetes complications. Right? I was on the phone with people in the process of losing limbs. I've been on the phone with people with the process stage 5 kidney disease, right? And I can't help that beyond my scope of help per se. And then I have individuals that took some of the advice I've taken. A1C went from a 15.1 down to 5.3. A1C going from 10.9 to 5.4. A1C changing when they're changing their diet. They're making sure they have their protein and veggies before they have their complex carbohydrates like their fruits first. They're starting to move more. They're starting to lose the fat. They're starting to eat the whole foods we talk about. And lives are being changed, man. When the medical industry said it was impossible, we are showing people that it's more than possible. Due to some of the latest research by Dr. Roy Taylor. This is game changing. So you can do something about it. And what I always tell people, Kelley, is this: no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to force feed you.
Yeah.
Right? No one is coming to force you to eat whole grains. No one is coming to force to eat you the legumes. No one is coming to force you to eat the salmon, the fish, the chicken.
Yeah.
You have to make that decision on yourself, right? And when you make that decision, you have individuals like us that's been in your shoes to help guide you, right? That's why Kelley has the 14-day challenge to help start you out on your journey, right? To challenge you a little bit, to get you in the mindsets like you're finally taking back control of this damn disease that's been controlling you for so long, right? So that's what we're trying to do over here, man.
Man, I appreciate you shouting out the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Just like you were saying, man. Some folks have your clients as well, and then some of the folks who join over 300 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where we're changing lives over here, man. We're not changing lives; they're changing their own life by just following the plan. You follow the plan. You follow the plan. It's a proven system because it's the same thing that I put myself through when I had diabetes, when I had heart disease, when I was obese, the triple whammy. So I don't have any of those anymore. No more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. So people are like, well, where do you start? Where do you start? I don't know where to start. I you know, I mean, it's a lot of conflicting stuff out here. I'm confused. I need a guide. I don't know. Like someone was saying earlier, I'm so confused. Like, what do I eat? A lot of people just like, I'm gonna just eat grass. I'm gonna eat cardboard. I'm gonna eat paper. I don't know what to eat. Okay, I was like, you don't know what to eat? Then if you don't know what to eat, come join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, right? It is a nutrition blueprint. It says if you follow this nutrition blueprint for 14 days, just like over 300 people have done, there's been people who have taken their A1C from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days, right? From a 7.1 to a 5.7 in 14 days. Their A1C is actually dropping that quickly. And check it out.
So where can people find that at?
Check, and they can find it in that link that's linked in my bio. It's linked in my bio right up here. So if you click right up here and then you click on my picture again, it's linked in my bio. Doing a
interested in doing the 14-day challenge to start you off to make sure your nutrition is on point. Some of the foods you have up in there, like the beans, the legumes, and stuff like that, those foods have been scientifically proven to start to work on your insulin sensitivity immediately, as soon as you eat them, right? So type 2 diabetes is always trying to progress unless you stop this progression. And the number one way you're going to stop this progression is by the foods you eat, right? By the foods you take in, by the things you consume, by the things that you drink. And that's what this 14-day challenge to help you get off your feet and do what you need to do, right? So check it out, see if it's going to work for you.
Yeah. Them people dropping their blood sugar from a 500, bro, from a 500 day one to now they're at a 173 on day 8. 170, that's over 300 points in a week. In a week. Like this, that's how I tell people, like, listen, that's how badly your body wants to heal. Like your body wants to heal. Like your body wants to see 1 teaspoon of blood sugar. That's it. That's all it wants to see. It wants to see 1 teaspoon, and that's it. Anything more than that it don't want to see it. So it's trying everything in its power to get to it. So as quickly as you give it the right food, man, as quickly as it's going to heal itself, because trust me, it doesn't want to have your blood sugar. Your body don't want to walk around at 300-400. Trust me, it doesn't want to do that. You don't want to be at 300-400. It wants to be below 100 and just be chilling. If it's at 300-400, that means insulin is going bananas. You know what I mean? It causes you to be more and more insulin resistant. So when you change what you're eating, which that's what it is, when you change that, man, you change the whole game. And you can do that in as little as 14 days. And when you join that challenge, man, you click that link in my description. We're doing a Black Friday special today. Whenever you jump off of Jay Lace's live, jump on over here. We know we're gonna be here until 11. Come on over here. We'll keep it going. But yeah.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
I gotta get off for like 5 minutes, but I want to jump back on.
Yeah, jump back on. Yeah. I'll be live and for another almost 2 more hours. I stay live until 11.
I'm gonna jump into yours when I get back on. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. Do you think?
I just jump into yours and I'll finish out over on yours, man.
Oh, you're gonna jump in? Oh, you're not gonna go live on your end?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live on my end, then you invite me. I'll text you for you to invite me into your live.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'll see y'all back in a little bit. So y'all keep following the stuff, and I will be back on live. When y'all see me go live, tap in. Kelley gonna send me an invite, and I'm gonna jump into his live, and we're gonna finish this conversation. And I think I'm gonna give you some headphones because I can't hear that good too as well. So I'll be back here in a second, fam.
All right, folks. There you have it, my man Jay Lace coming in straight out of the Illinois area. He's up in Illinois. Shout out to him. We promote the same stuff, which is it's your lifestyle that caused the condition. So if it's your lifestyle that caused your condition, shouldn't it be a lifestyle that gets you out, folks? That's it. Like that 14-day blood sugar reset. Thank you, Kendra. That 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, like we just talked about. Thank you. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It's a real whole unprocessed foods is that what we're eating. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, like I said, that stuff. But you just got to change the order in which you eat it. You change the order in which you eat it, man, in as little as 3 days, your blood sugar will be on, start making significant change in as little as 3 days. If you want to join that challenge, today's the day to do it. We're doing that Black Friday joint. Thank you, Kendra. Black 25 is the discount code. Today's discount code is Black 25. Now, there's a lot of goodies on my page, folks. The quiz, the masterclass, all of that stuff. It's a quiz, there's a masterclass, there's all of that. But what you really want, then I'm gonna get to your questions. I'm gonna show you all that. I'll show you all the goodies, or I don't think I showed you. Click right here, click on my picture again, and then I'm going to get to your questions. Get to your questions. Here it is. Let me see. So if you click right here, oops, click on my picture again. Here it is, right here. There's a lot of goodies on my page, folks. What's there? There's a quiz. There's a free quiz. Like, go take the quiz, folks. It is a free quiz to take, understand, and learn your diabetes management style. Take it. The masterclass right here, 45-minute masterclass, absolutely free, folks. All you got to do is pay attention. That's all you got to do is pay attention. But this one right here, the one we've been talking about, the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It's real people eating real food, getting real results in as little as 14 days. If you don't believe it, okay, just go ask the people who have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Their life has been changed forever. Why? Because the whole time it's just been the food. That's what it is. Click right here. It's $99. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use the discount code, today's discount code, Black25, because it's Black Friday coming up next week. This is a whole Black Friday thing. Black25, $69 during that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's a Black Friday deal. Here's the thing. $69. Yeah. You might say, yeah, that's a lot of money, Kelley. $69. Is it? Is it for your overall health? For you to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster? Is it a lot of money? $69 for a proven system. You show up, you do the work, you do it again the next day. That's all you got to do. Show up, do the work, do it again the next day. Black25. Discount code. Let's see. When I want a snack or something, I have to cucumber instead of junk. That would be a better option. That'd be a better option, but you want to focus on getting a savory snack, right? A savory snack, no sweet snacks. I thought you should not eat fruits because it causes a spike. Yeah, we don't eat fruits first. We ain't eating the fruit first. No fruit first. No. No fruit first. Eat fruit as a dessert. That's how you eat fruit. Is it good for you to get pickled veggies? You can get pickled veggies. You can get pickled veggies, yeah. Those are great. Get them. If you can handle the taste, you can get them. But it has fiber. What has fiber? What has fiber? I don't see the first part of the question. If I eat 2 eggs in the morning, what's gonna happen to me? Well, you're gonna have nice stable blood sugar. If you have 2 eggs in the morning, it's not gonna raise your blood sugar. That's called the savory breakfast. That's a protein breakfast. So that's gonna be good for your overall blood sugar. It's a protein breakfast. So you can add a side of veggies on the side. Maybe like some with some nuts and seeds. You do that, whoo, you're in there. It's called a savory breakfast. Focus on protein in the morning. No carbohydrates in the morning, folks. So stay away from all the fruits in the mornings because fruit is going to be a dessert. Fruit has fiber. Fruit does have fiber. But you still don't want to eat fruit on an empty stomach. Even though it has fiber, you still don't want to eat it on an empty stomach. You don't want to eat it that way because it's still going to raise your blood sugar more than what it should have had you had it with maybe a healthy fat or a healthy protein. Can I snack on seeds? You can snack on seeds. Nuts and seeds are great snacks. Almonds, pistachios, walnuts, pecans, sunflower seeds, minus the salt, right? Pumpkin seeds. How about bread? Bread is going to be, prefer you stay away from bread in the beginning. If you're suffering from high levels of insulin resistance, prefer you stay away from the bread in the beginning. You got to eat bread strategically, but in the beginning, prefer you stay away from it. And then until your body starts getting used to having carbohydrates again. That kind of carbohydrates. Can I have almond protein shake on an empty stomach with unsweetened milk? Almond protein shake, unsweetened milk. Yeah, you can. Got you some almond with almond milk. Yeah. Throw you some healthy fats in there. Maybe some almond butter. But yeah, that's good on an empty stomach. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. How about multi-grain Cheerios? No. Diesel fuel. That goes into the diesel fuel category. Like, well, what the hell is diesel fuel? Diesel fuel is ultra processed junk food like multi-grain Cheerios. So any of those stuff you see in the middle aisles, all the cereals, all that stuff, that's all trash. It's all trash. Diesel fuel is what I call it. What about dates? Dates are good, but here's the thing: dates are great. They got a lot of benefits to them, especially a lot of fiber. But here's the thing: don't overdo them with the dates. 1 or 2 dates, good. You try to overdo them, no, that's not good. That's not good. Bacon, I don't recommend bacon at all, right? It's a if it says no sodium nitrate, if there's no sodium nitrate, okay, you can have, but prefer you not do the processed meats at all. What's up, boss man? We back. Yeah, we back. I was getting to the folks' questions. Chicken, now I'm answering the folks' questions right now. A couple of questions. Chicken nuggets. Do you have to check your sugar after reversing it? Yeah, you definitely want to stay on top of it. Is almond butter good to use? Yeah, almond butter is great. Let me see. Are canned veggies trash? Canned veggies are trash. You can do canned beans, but not canned veggies. Chicken nuggets, no. Diesel fuel category. How many dates? 2 or 3 at the most. What pork is best? I don't recommend you do pork, but hey, I don't fool with the pork, but let's see. Oh, can't hear you. Oh, they say they can't hear me. Who can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? All right. Can you hear me? So you can't hear me? They can't hear me. Let me see.
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
I can hear you. They say they can't hear me though. Let me see. All right. All right, folks. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, they say your music. They say your music. They say your music is loud, bro. It is kind of loud.
I can't hear you now.
They say your music is loud, bro. They say your music is too loud.
What? It's too loud.
They say you can't hear. I can't hear because it's background noise. Yeah.
How about now?
Okay, that's better. Could talk. Let's see. No, I can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
How about your people? Can they hear you? Is the question.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, better. They said better. That's good. Okay, yeah, we in there. Yeah, you okay? They say we good now.
Good.
Okay, but yeah. So I was answering the folks' questions, but yeah, man, that's it. We was jumping on our conversation earlier, talk about how it's just the food. It's the food that's causing it. For those who don't know, this is my man Jay Lace, certified nutritionist, fitness trainer. Tell us about all of that, Jay.
Yeah, trainer, nutritionist. Once had type 2 diabetes. Found out 8 years ago to this month that I was a type 2 diabetic. I reversed the disease through nutrition, fat loss, resistance training, and sleep, gut health. Reversed type 2 diabetes, and it's been that way for 6 years. No medication, no metformin, none of that. Right? 6 years. Proving to people that you can reverse type 2 diabetes based off the latest research by Dr. Roy Taylor. Right? So that's, in a nutshell, my take when it comes to type 2 diabetes in my experience. And now I do what Kelley do. I help people to try to reverse type 2 diabetes by coaching them, from a nutritional standpoint, a resistance standpoint. But But diet is king, right? We start with the diet. We start with what you eat. You ate your way into this for most of us, right? And we are going to eat our way out of this.
Yeah, that's it, boss. That's it. Like I tell folks, like diabetes doesn't define you, but your lifestyle does. That's my shirt. You see my shirt right here?
Yeah, that's dope.
Diabetes doesn't define you, but your lifestyle does. Yeah. That's how I get them with it. But that's it. Diet and life. A lot of folks don't want to hear that, man, because it may seem like it's bored. Like, man, I'm bored. That sounds boring. There's got to be something more to it than that. Can you give me some magic pill or something like diet and lifestyle change? But I can tell people there's a big gap between knowing and doing.
Absolutely.
There's a big gap between knowing and doing. Like, I can give you a whole bunch of knowledge, I can give you a whole bunch of information, but if you want to do anything that I'm saying that is required of you, then you're probably going to get the same. Well, I know that you're going to get the same results that you've been getting, because nothing is going to change unless something changes. If nothing changes, then nothing is going to change. You feel what I'm saying? So so something's got to change, and especially what you are eating.
Let me see if I can do this. They can't hear me on my side now.
Oh, they can't hear you over there?
No, they can't hear me. So I'm gonna switch. I'll do this. Let me try this.
And somebody just joined the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Let me get it in a sound effect. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Hope you use that discount code. Today's discount code is BLACK25. That's the discount code for today. Black Friday sale. $69 during that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If that's you, if you're struggling with type 2 diabetes and you say, listen, man, I've been struggling with this thing for way too long and I don't know what else to do. If that's you, then you should join the challenge. Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Let's see how many people. Can your people hear you?
All right, I got them. I had the mic up on you.
All right, can your people hear you? I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Test my man Mike again. Testing. How y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? How we coming in? Why don't somebody say? Oh, you can hear us. Good. They can hear me. They can hear me on my side. What about your side? Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna have to try to read your lips though, because I only have you on speaker. But it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
I'll try to figure out what you're saying, but the people need to hear it. They need to hear it more than we need to hear it. Right?
Can they hear you? Can your people hear you on your side?
Yeah, they can hear me over here better now.
Okay, good. All right. And it said the question is somebody asked the question: why don't doctors tell us about how to reverse it? If just send us on our way. That's a good question. They say, why don't doctors tell us how to reverse it? Doctors just send us on our way. Now check this out. Now I'm not a doctor. Jay's not a doctor. Like, we can't tell you to get off your medication, or we can't tell you to prescribe your medication or get off your medication. We're not doctors. We don't have the audacity to do that. But when it comes to, we can tell you that it is what you're eating. All right. So the question is, why don't doctors tell us how to reverse it? They just send us on their way. What do you think about that one? Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you say again?
Yeah, it said the question was, why do doctors just send us on our way? They don't tell us about how to reverse it.
Let's be, the honest truth is, it's profit, man. They're not taught from a nutritional standpoint, and they don't trust you, right? They don't believe that you're going to do what you need to do when it comes to reversing type 2 diabetes from a lifestyle standpoint. So their job is to practice medicine. Think about it. They practice medicine. They put you on medication, and they're going to watch and see if it works for you, right? And when you have type 2 diabetes and these health issues and diseases, right, they can't control what you eat. They can't stop you from eating the processed foods. They can't stop you. So since they don't have no control, they're not going to, tell you that from a nutritional standpoint, right? So like I tell people all the time, no one is coming to save you when it comes to type 2 diabetes and reversing it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to figure this stuff out on your own. And that's why me and Kelley are here. We are two individuals that had type 2 diabetes, that reversed their type 2 diabetes. And the methods we were using, we're trying to share them with you too as well. to help you out. We're not doctors. We're not dietitians. We are doing this based off our knowledge and lived experience. Living with type 2 diabetes has taught me way much more than any textbooks will ever teach me, right? It is a lived experience.
So you're saying you're a practitioner. You're a practitioner, and not just telling people like, hey, you can reverse this thing. You're a practitioner. Like you've actually walked the walk and talked the talk, walk the walk. You know how it goes. You know how the saying go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You gotta walk it, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a man of faith. You know, faith without deeds is dead, right? Judge a man by what he does and not by just what he says.
Yeah.
So I'm a walking billboard. You are a walking billboard of what's possible when it comes to reversing type 2 diabetes.
Man.
Right? Right? And Kelley's doing a 14-day challenge. He's giving you guys a discount on it through the Black Friday. Y'all need to go over there and get it while you can. Start your journey. Right? Start your journey.
Yeah, start that journey. Start that journey, because a lot of people don't know where to start. A lot of people are just feeling stuck. I just say, hey, listen, if you can hang with me for 14 days, if you can get outside of your comfort zone for 14 days, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. Do you have to
appreciate the rose and support.
Yeah.
Hey, we on my end, how many likes you got on your end, Kelley? How many people like this stuff, man?
Yeah. Do me a favor, folks, and bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling. With this condition.
The reason why people need to like this stuff, the reason why people need to share this stuff. I was on live earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I was working out, and someone came on the live and said, remember, if you remember, I was on live yesterday, and I was telling people 4,000 people are going to find out here in America today that they are a type 2 diabetic, and they're not going to know what to do, where to go, where to turn, and they're going to come on TikTok and try to get as much information as they can because the doctors did not help them out. Why did someone get on my live and say, hey, coach, I just found out yesterday I have type 2 diabetes, and I found your live because someone shared it.
That's it. That's powerful, man.
Right? That's why we like it. Because there are individuals out there, 4,000 of them, by the end of today will find out they are a type 2 diabetic. And their doctor going to do to them like they did to you, like they did to me. They're going to give you metformin and send you on your way. They're going to give you insulin and send you on your way. And they're going to leave all of the understanding, all of the research that's out there up to you to look into it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that can be very discouraging.
So you think that's why a lot of people maybe started and say maybe it's too overwhelming, and they just say, you know what, forget about it, it's too overwhelming, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna just continue to do what I've been doing.
Absolutely, man, it is too overwhelming. It was overwhelming for me. Right? I suffered for the first 6 months. I think I cried. You know, you come on this app, right, and you see people say you can't reverse type 2 diabetes. You see me and Kelley say you can reverse type 2 diabetes. Who's right? Right? Who's right? Right? So we give you the information and we allow you to make the decisions for yourself. You know, me, I'm all about the action. I'm all about the results. My actions is going to speak louder than my words. That's why I post videos showing you that I'm eating foods that I should not eat, right? To show you that I reverse type 2 diabetes as proof, right? I don't eat like that on a normal basis, but some people need to see the truth. They need to see, like, okay, you say you reverse type 2 diabetes, prove it.
Yeah.
So I do it. I proved it, right? And letting you know it can be reversed.
Man.
Kelley has proved it. Letting you know it can be reversed.
Not only have I done it. Not only have I done it, many of my clients have done it as well. You know what I mean? We just give them the blueprint, and you just show up and you do the work. You just show up and you do the work, man. It's like you were saying, man. I had diabetes, I had heart disease, and I was obese. I was diagnosed all at the very same doctor's visit. So I'm sure that there's a lot of people with that same story. Maybe not the same conditions that I had, but it's a lot of people out there with that same story that they don't know where to turn to. And all the doctors say, why the doctors push me away? I don't know what to do. Well, if you don't know what to do, you got some help. Your help is here. The help is right here. It's let's say the cavalry has arrived. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna form like the Avengers. We're gonna do the Avengers of type 2 diabetes. And we're gonna be the Avengers, right? So we're gonna bring in some more superheroes. Everybody's a superhero, but we're gonna bring in some more superheroes, and we're gonna more people who have reversed the more coaches who have coaches like us, more people who have reversed the condition. So they found a passion in it, and they said, if I can do it, hell, you got a passion. Once you do that, I mean, you passionate about helping someone else do it. Someone else save their life. You know, because
I'm gonna ask you this question real quick. Someone
yeah.
says my mama got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do I do so she can minimize using her meds? Right? Okay. If she just recently got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, she's on the whirlwind, right? There's so much information out there, right? Kelley gonna give you some pointers on the nutrition part. And I want your mom to start here. You can tell your mom this, right? She is to never, until she fixed the insulin resistance, never to eat carbohydrates without eating her protein or veggies first, right? That will buffer her blood sugar level response as a type 2 diabetic all the way up to about 70%. It can save her life. It saved mine. It can save hers too as well. So no matter the situation, no matter where she at, whenever she wants to eat food, she always has to start with a sufficient amount of protein first. Right? Kelley, tell them some of the proteins they can eat, right, to help them. Some of the proteins
Naked carbs. Never eat naked carbs. That's called naked carbs you're talking about. So never eat your carbs naked. Always put some clothing on your food. So what's clothing? Some of the proteins, right? Proteins are chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, steak, eggs, fish, and leaner sources and leaner but stay away from the things you want to stay away from are the processed meats. Now, I don't recommend sausage and sausage, bacon, hot dogs. Okay, don't be competing with Joey Chestnut in the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. Like, stay away from those, folks. And boudin for my Louisiana folks. You want to stay away from the boudin, even though boudin is something delicious. It ain't good for you. Okay, that's for my Louisiana folks. Okay, and then crawfish. We call them mud bugs for a reason. That's not clean eating. So focus on leaner sources of protein. So like he was saying, so you want to make sure give yourself some clothing. Never eat naked carbohydrates. Never just wake up in the morning and eat a bowl of rice, or never wake up in the morning and eat a bowl of fruit, just like a fruit. Never just wake up and eat a banana first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Because it's going to raise your blood sugar very, very high. Very, very. It's going to take off like a rocket. And when it takes off like a rocket, that is going to cause it to crash later on. So it takes off real fast, and then it's going to crash not long thereafter, because what goes up must come down. So, and when you're coming down, that's when you crash, and that's when you're feeling terrible. That's when you're hungry. That's when you got, sweet cravings. That's when you get sleepy. Why? Because you're crashing. So, but if you start your day off with a savory breakfast, like my man with Jay was saying, start it off like a savory breakfast, focus on protein, focus on your healthy protein, focus on your side of veggies, non-starchy veggies in the morning time. It's called a savory breakfast. That's going to give you nice, clean energy throughout the day. Nice, clean energy throughout the day. I mean, you can go hours and hours and hours with nice, clean, stable energy just by eating a savory breakfast, a high-protein breakfast in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect, beautiful. Right, starting off with and you guys got to think of nutrition. Don't think of breakfast as like, oh, I got to eat some type of breakfast food. I'll be having salmon in the morning, right? I'll be having eggs at night, right? It doesn't matter. Your body's looking for nutrition. It's looking for whole foods. It's looking for foods that's going to work for your body, right? So start off with a sufficient amount of protein as your first meal of the day. When you start off with the protein, it works as your body's natural GLP-1, keeping you satiated, keeping you full for the entirety of the day. And when you're full, when you're satiated, you're able to make better nutritional decisions, right? You don't want to snack, right? We don't want to be snacking all day. When you snack all day, insulin is high. And when insulin is high, it wreaks havoc on your body. It causes type 2 diabetes. It causes high blood pressure. It causes fatty liver disease. Right? Yeah. So we want to eat 2 to 3 times a day to allow our insulin to come up and to allow it to come down naturally. But if you're snacking all day, that insulin gonna remain high all day. And guess what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be storing fat because insulin helps your body store fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we giving y'all the sauce
today. Yeah.
Man, like the live, share the live, man. We giving y'all the sauce, man.
Somebody said, "Can I eat eggs every? Can I eat eggs every day?" Somebody said, "Can they?" That's a question for you. Can they eat eggs every day? And fish? What kind of? Yeah, you can do fish. Fish is great. You do fish, all kind of fish, whatever kind of fish.
Every day. I eat eggs every single day. I love eggs, man. Healthy fats, healthy protein, keeps me satiated. Right? It is a great. I eat them every day. Right? Y'all see? Yesterday I posted a video. I had 5 eggs with my tuna. With my beans. Y'all see the beans? Y'all know I love beans, right? I love beans, man. I love beans. Black beans. Oh my gosh.
Beans are gonna be a monster.
Hey, Kelley, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite go-to meal?
I always make a big pot of beans every week. Every week I got a big pot of beans. You know what I mean? On standby. Mix it with a protein, right? Protein, fish. I focus on fish. That's what I focus on. So those are my protein sources. Veggies. That's it. My meal is pretty simple. I eat a lot of beans, veggies, and fish. Tofu and tofu and tempeh. Or tofu, sorry, and tofu.
I'm more I'm a liberal eater, right? So I eat liberally. I eat as my body see fit. I search for nutrition. I eat berries. I eat a lot of berries. The berry brothers is what I call them. We have your blackberries, your blueberries, your raspberries. I got some in the car right now, your strawberries, the berry brothers, man. These are the superheroes, the Fantastic Four, at helping you reverse insulin resistance, the root cause of type 2 diabetes. So I eat a lot of berries. I eat the same veggies that Kelley does too as well. I eat a lot of protein. I also supplement my protein with a whey isolate. It's the highest form of protein, right? So you have eggs. Eggs is the highest whole food form of protein, but whey isolate is even a higher form of that. Let that sink in. So I have whey isolate protein. I eat the clean beef or steaks. I cut the saturated fat off of the steaks mainly because saturated fats can worsen insulin resistance, right, by itself. The research shows, right? So I'm more liberal with my diet. I just look at nutrition as, okay, what is this going to do to my body? What is this going to do? Is this going to help me get to my goals, right? Is this going to bring me back from my goals, right? So that's how I look at nutrition.
That's
when
it.
It comes to what I like. So I have a lot of food. I have built a library of food that works really well for my body. And what I do is I help people learn their foods, right? Learn what works for their body too as well. With the same foods Kelley is talking about, and some foods that people enjoy what they talk about. I mean, what I talk about too as well. So we're trying to team up now to put everything together like the Avengers.
I tell people. Yeah. Eat the real whole unprocessed foods. That's what you just eat. Real whole unprocessed foods. And I tell people, hey, if you get a chance, get yourself a CGM. If you've never worn a CGM before, a continuous glucose monitor. If you've never worn one of those before, and you see the one, not the one where you just see the numbers. I'm talking about the ones where you see the graph. If you ever worn a continuous glucose monitor, just like you were saying, depending on what food you eat, it will depend on how. Because I can eat the same food that you eat, and it will spike the hell out of my blood sugar, and yours it won't. You know what I mean? It just depends on your carb load. So if you when you wear a CGM, you will tell what happens to your blood sugar when you eat a certain food. You specifically. Yeah, it's gonna rise, but how much does it rise, right? Or yeah, it's gonna flat, or maybe protein is gonna raise your blood sugar a little bit, but how much is it gonna raise your blood sugar? Is it gonna raise it more than the next man? You know what I mean? So you wear a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, for 2 weeks. I wore one for 2 weeks. That's earlier this year. I wore one for 2 weeks, and when you see that numbers, then the numbers just give you crazy results.
Real quick, Kelley, because it's serious.
Okay.
It says someone asks what can happen if she gets diagnosed but ain't really taking matters into her own hands. What's going to happen is the disease is going to do it for her. It's going to change her physically, internally and externally. If she do not take matters in her own hands, the disease will take matter in its own hands. Type 2 diabetes does not give you an option to stay in a neutral position. It is a progressive disease as long as you stay insulin resistant. It will damage her pancreas. And if she allows it to go on, that damage can become permanent and it's going to be harder to reverse it, right? But if she does nothing, it will start to work on her limbs. It will start to work on her kidneys. The number one cause of kidney disease in America is type 2 diabetes. The number one cause of limb amputations is type 2 diabetes, right? It leads to 70% of type 2 diabetics have what we call non-alcoholic fatty liver disease that can turn to cirrhosis of the liver. So the consequences for her is detrimental.
It's the most destructive thing that there is. Insulin resistance is like. Let me chime in on that one, Jay. Insulin resistance is like a hurricane. Imagine I grew up in Florida, so I know a thing or two about hurricane. When a hurricane comes in and does its damage, you're gonna know. That's what insulin resistance is like. It's the most destructive force there is on this planet when it comes to the human body, because insulin is the most important hormone in the body. And if you do nothing about that, you being insulin resistant, if you do nothing about it, it is going to cause a lot of serious damage to your organs, ultimately to your life. You check out of here about 15, 20 years too soon if you don't do anything about it. Because like you said, if you don't decide, it's going to decide for you. If you don't choose, it's going to choose for you. You know what I mean? So, and you don't want it to choose for you because you're not going to, it's not good. It ain't good. So you got to make the choice right now. I'm ready to be, somebody said, I'm ready to be free of diabetes. Yeah, if you're ready to be free of diabetes, now is the time. Not now, but right now. Because like I said, it's the most destructive force that there is.
I do have to go. Sorry, I had to cut this short.
Yeah, no doubt.
I gotta get ready for work.
Yeah, do your thing, boss.
We'll be jumping on again.
Yeah.
I'll text you, Kelley. I should be able to jump on this weekend with you or something like that. But yeah,
I'm not gonna be back until Monday. I'm Monday through Friday. It's basketball season now, so I can't get on. I cut my Saturdays off, so I'm Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday is when I'm on.
All right, I appreciate all the support, people. I'll be back on going live. Make sure you follow my channel. Make sure you follow Kelley's channel. Make sure you do the 14-day challenge.
Yeah, doing the challenge.
We're gonna be helping each other reverse this damn disease. We in this together as a family. Well, people, I gotta go. It was good talking to y'all. I will see y'all probably later tonight, right? So make sure you stick around. Probably around like 8 p.m. tonight CST time. I might jump back on.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's my birthday weekend, man. So I ain't getting on live this weekend. I'm going to relaxing this weekend. Well, it's my birthday today. It's 47 today.
Let's go, baby. Birthday,
Appreciate that, boss.
Happy birthday.
All right, man.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, how we doing, folks? It's Kelley. We back. Appreciate the birthday shout out. We are back. Right? We are back. User 910, man, tilapia or catfish, which it's highly debated. So, but whichever one you prefer, tilapia or catfish, just make sure you're not frying them, right? You're not frying them. You're not, yeah. Either one. Happy birthday. So appreciate the birthday shout out. If I drink coffee every morning, what's going to happen to me? Well, what do you mean what's going to happen to you? It's not the coffee. It's not the coffee. It's not the coffee that's doing the damage. It's the other stuff that we're putting in the coffee. That's what it's the sugar that we're putting in, the artificial sugars, all of that stuff. That's what we're putting into the coffee. Appreciate the birthday shout outs. It's all of the junk that we're putting in. We eliminate the junk, we're good. So here's the thing about coffee, though. Coffee is, you want to wait a little bit. You want to wait at least an hour after you wake up to have some coffee. At least an hour. You want to go out into the sun first. Go out into the sun, let the sun hit your eyes first. That's going to naturally wake you up. It's going to naturally cause your cortisol to kick in. So that's what you want. So black coffee is okay And so eggs is good way to start the day off. Yeah, it's a good way to start your day off. It's a savory breakfast, right? When it comes to blood sugar, it's a savory breakfast. You don't want to start your day off with a sweet breakfast. You don't want to start your day off with you don't want to start your day off with cereal. You want to start your day off with that oatmeal, pancakes, Waffle House. You know what I mean? Or going over to McDonald's and getting the hot cakes and sausage, folks. We don't want to start the day off with hot cakes and sausage from McDonald's, because that will send you on a blood sugar roller coaster so high that you couldn't even possibly imagine. But yeah, I appreciate y'all joining the live, folks. Do me a favor, bebop the screen. That was my man Jay Lace. We just jump on from time to time, do a little collabo from time to time. So follow him on his page. His folks follow me on my page. Everybody just follow each other, and we're just one big happy family. Y'all follow them, they follow us. Everybody just follow everybody. This is one big happy family when it comes to defeating type 2 diabetes. Because here's the thing. It is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. So if it was the diet and lifestyle that caused it, shouldn't it be the diet and lifestyle that gets you out of it? Should be, right? That's how it is. I've just had my bowl of beans and two boiled eggs. Okay, good. Ava, hi, buddy. Is it similar to Greats? Is it similar to the Feel Great? Is it similar to Great system? No, we don't do it's not the Feel Great system over here. The Feel Great system you can use that as a tool, but nothing beats the end all be all. The end all be all is it's what you're eating. It's what you're eating. Okay, I can tell you some stories about that, but yeah, I'm a professional. Comes to the Feel Great system. I'm a professional. But no, I recommend real, whole, unprocessed food. You can use all of this stuff as a supplement, these supplements. Even though they say it's not a supplement, it's a nutraceutical. I get it. But at the end of the day, maintaining your pace, having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, especially clean eating, and effective sleep. There's a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar, but it's predominantly what you're eating. I was diagnosed yesterday with type 2, and fear kicked in last night after work. Montana, if you're in the right place, then if you were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes last night, you are in the right place, because diabetes doesn't define you. You see that? Diabetes doesn't define you. You see that? Okay? Diabetes doesn't define you, but your lifestyle does. Your lifestyle does. And if you're ready for change, you say, listen, I've gotten to the point where if you're just newly diagnosed, I don't know if you're at that point yet. But if you are at that point, and what point is that? It's the point where you say, damn it, I've had enough. I've reached a point where change isn't just desired, man. It's downright necessary. Like, I need to change, like, not now, but right now. Because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. It ain't promised to me. It ain't promised to you. It ain't promised to anyone. A lot of people say that they want to get off the meds. They want to, they want to do this. They want to do that. But to get what you want, you're going to have to leave something behind. And that's called the comfort zone, folks. To get what you want, you are going to have to leave something behind. And again, what is that? Your comfort zone. You leave that behind, things will start to look up for you. But until you do, it's going to stay the same. Had to wait a week to find out that 2 weeks span I was eating bad. 2 weeks span I was eating bad, but since then I changed. Yeah, shout out to you, Ruby. Appreciate that, Michael. I'm ready. I'm starting right now. Exercise, gym memberships, and eating right starting today. I'm ready. Yeah, if you're ready, If you're ready, then it also sounds like, if you're ready for all that, it also sounds like you're ready to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is that? For my folks who are just joining into the room, shout out to you. Maybe y'all just come over from a man, Jay Lace. If you just came over from a man, Jay Lace's live, put a me in the chat. Shout out to you. But if you are ready, if you say, I'm ready right now, that's you. Diabetes has whipped my butt for so long, and I need to do something different. If that's you, if you feel like that, if that's you, then the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is calling your name. It's calling your name. What is it? It's a 14-day boot camp, basically. It's a 14-day boot camp. We're eating whole unprocessed foods, same foods that we've been naming, whole unprocessed foods. You eat those foods, you eat them for 14 days, and you're going to get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. It's Black Friday. We're doing that Black Friday joint on the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? Here it is. You say you're ready. I want you to click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. Click there, and then you click on my picture again. I'll show you where it is. So click here, click on my picture again, and here's going to take you right here. Where is it? Oops. It's going to take you right here. Here it is. You see that link that says Linktree? You click on that link that says Linktree. Boom, there it is. There's a whole bunch of goodies on here, folks. A lot of goodies. This, folks, is like Disney World for a diabetic. So if you're suffering from insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, this is it. It's the Disney World. I grew up in Orlando, so I know a thing or two about Disney. What's there? There's the quiz. There's a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Absolutely free. The masterclass. It's a free masterclass where I break down the lifestyle medicine formula. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, effective sleep. We told you that that's what it is, right? That's what it is. It's what you're eating mainly, but your lifestyle altogether. That's where I break that down. For free masterclass, all you got to pay is attention. That's it. Just pay attention. And here it is. Finally, this one right here. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. This one, folks, real people getting real results in as little as 14 days. If you're ready to take control of your blood sugar, if that's you, you say, yeah, I'm ready to take control of my blood sugar. I'm ready to get out of this bottomless pit of more and more medication. If that's you, get out of that bottomless pit, more and more medication. Then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Because like the sign says, this Black Friday deal hits harder than your medication. Okay? That's how hard it's going to hit. It's normally $99 to join this 14-day challenge. But today, with this Black Friday deal, $69, $30 off to join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is the discount code? Black25. Black25, one word, is the discount code for today. $69 to join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where? I promise you, if you show up, if you do the work, and you do it again the next day, you show up and you do it again the next day, you can get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. You're going to get yourself off the highs, the lows. You're going to get yourself off of the bottomless pit of more and more medication. Because I know you don't want to stay in that pit. It's bottomless. More and more metformin, more and more all of this. And it just never ends. If that's you, 14-day challenge is calling your name. Use that discount code BLACK25, $69 during that challenge. Black Friday deal, folks. If I don't get enough sleep, what's going to happen to my body? Lots of bad things can happen to your body because sleep is the great equalizer. You could be working out right, you could be exercising right, you working out and exercising, but if you ain't sleeping good, it's all for nothing. Eating good, you could be eating good, but if your sleep's thrown off, it's because your body doesn't get a chance to recover. Because that's when your body recovers, when you sleep. When you sleep is when your body recovers. Your body restores itself. Your body regenerates itself. And if you're not getting enough sleep, that's a stressor. That stress is going to cause your body to trigger more blood sugar. And when you trigger more blood sugar, where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. So that's what the lack of sleep will do to you. You do that day in and day out, it'll eventually catch up to you. Especially if you work the night shift. If you work the night shift, you got to be super diligent about your sleep. You got to have great sleep hygiene. You want to know more about sleep hygiene? Recommend you register for that masterclass. Linked in my bio. There's a quiz there. There's a masterclass. On that masterclass, I break down the E, effective sleep. I go over a couple of techniques in effective sleep that work on your sleep hygiene naturally. Like, who would have known that going into the sun in the morning time helps you sleep better at night? Did you know that? Going into the sun in the morning helps you sleep better at night. I didn't know that until I became a holistic nutritionist and health coach. I didn't know that until I started going crazy about being holistic. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, it really does work. So the lack of sleep is a monster. So get your sleep right, boss. Yes, sleep with sleep with a good diet, no sugar, no potatoes, no bread. Yeah, poetry faces, that's good. That's good. That'll do you right. Sleep is a monster. These are the 4 areas. It's a formula. It's called maintain your pace. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. Those are the 4 areas. If you do not get those 4 areas right, I promise you, you can take as much medication as you want. You can take medication until you're blue in the face. But if you're not getting your sleep right, if you don't have all the foundation, those are the foundation. So you register for that, register for the quiz, register for the masterclass. In that masterclass, I break down that sleep formula. So here it is, folks. Like I said earlier, when it comes to defeating type 2 diabetes, to have what you want, you are going to have to leave something behind. And that's your comfort zone. You're going to have to leave that one behind. Because the comfort zone is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. But the only thing that grows there is regret. Only thing that grows there is regret. Brenda says, my sleep is off. Yeah, if your sleep is off, recommend you watch that masterclass. Register for the masterclass. It's linked in my bio. It's the second one, the masterclass. Where is it? Here it is right here. The masterclass right there, that blue one. What you're going to learn, here's what you'll learn. You'll learn about that sleep formula, right? You'll learn about that sleep formula. How to have good sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene is very, very, very important. You're like, well, what the hell is sleep hygiene? It's how you prepare for bed, basically. And you want to know how you prepare for bed? Like I told you, how you prepare for bed is how you wake up in the morning. How you wake up in the morning will determine how you prepare for bed. Isn't that crazy? Because you're in perfect coordinate, in the perfect design with the sun and the moon. You're on a timer. It's called the circadian rhythm. If you master that circadian rhythm, you feel like a champ. Yeah, my sleep is off. So do me a favor, folks. When you're just coming into the room, bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and share the live out with anybody that you know that's struggling with this condition. And if you've gotten to the point where, like I said before, if you lie awake at night wondering if diabetes is going to steal your future, if that's you, if you feel like, yeah, diabetes is going to steal my future, that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where over 300 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Over 300. It's quite a few people. It's more than a handful, okay? And it's the same system on repeat. If you are suffering from insulin resistance, high blood sugar, if those are you, if you say, yeah, I got insulin resistance, I got high blood sugar, and every doctor's visit just feels like bad news on repeat, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Every doctor's visit feels like bad news on repeat. If that's you. If you keep saying one day, like one day I'm going to change, like one day, man, one day I'm going to do it. If that's you, you should join the challenge as well. All right, Jimbo, I got you. That's me. How do I sign up? It's right here. So you click right here, click on my picture again. Like I said, it's going to come here. So you click here, click on my picture again. It's going to take you right here. So all the goodies are, folks. Just click that link that says Linktree. Like I told you before, there's all the goodies are. The quiz is right there. It's a free quiz. The masterclass, that's all free stuff. The PDF, that's all free. That's free stuff. All you got to pay is attention. The challenge right here, the only thing that I got to charge you for is this 14-day challenge because I want you to take it seriously. If I give it to you for free, you ain't going to take it seriously. But if you're ready to take control, if you say, I'm ready to take control of my blood sugar, if that's you, 14-day challenge is calling your name. It's $99 to join this challenge. $99 to join the 14-day challenge. But while I'm live right now, we're doing this Black Friday deal. Join the challenge. Use that discount code BLACK25. See it up there, BLACK25. Use that discount code BLACK25. You join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $69. $69 to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where? I promise you. If you just simply show up and just do the work. I mean, it's all laid out for you. I did all the hard work for you. All the hard work is done. Like what to eat, how much to eat, all of that. Like all of that's done. The only thing left is for you to just show up and you do the work and you do it again tomorrow. A lot of people ask me, well, is there a shortcut? Yeah. Show up, do the work, do it again tomorrow. That's the only shortcut I know. That's the only one I know. $69, join that challenge. Use that discount code BLACK25. What do you get? A whole bunch of, there it is. You get the roadmap. Because here's the thing. I can't do the work for you. I can show you the way, but I can't do the work for you. I can't want it for you. You got to want it bad. You got to want it bad, and I want it for you. If I want it for you more than you want it for yourself, then that's a problem. That's what I tell all my clients. I tell all my clients that, literally. I want it for you. I do. I really do. But if I want it for you more than you want it for yourself, then that's a problem. I want you to succeed to the highest level. But you got to want it for yourself more. I can't want it more for you. More than you want it for yourself. But if you want it for yourself, sky is definitely the limit. Did you say that the sky is the limit? I don't care how long you've been dealing with diabetes, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. There's been people who joined the challenge 10 years. They've been battling blood sugar for 10 years, and they finally get prescribed insulin after about 10 years. It's usually when it happens, when you get prescribed insulin after about 10 years. That's because it's starting to get bad at that point, after about that 10-year mark. There's been people who have gotten to that point where the doctor say, we're going to prescribe you insulin. And even the folks that are on insulin. Again, I can't tell you to get off your medication. I'm not a doctor. But even folks who are on insulin, they get taken off of their insulin. They get taken off of their medication. I can't take them off. The doctors take them off. These are people who have joined the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Why? It's because that's what it is. The entire time. You want to know what it was? You want to know what it is the entire time? And this 14 days is going to prove it to you. That the entire time, it was the food. The entire stinking time. Thank you, Gwen. Kind of like that snake. The comparison I like to give is like that snake that bites you. Don't let that snake is right. It's been right there the whole time. You know how the saying goes: if it were a snake, it would have bit you. When it comes to type 2 diabetes, if it were a snake, it would have bit you, because the answer, the solution, or the answer has been within itself the entire time. And you just got to realize how you've been living in these specific areas: stress management, activity, eating, especially eating, and sleeping. You clean those areas up, you have a focused, dialed in effort on those specific areas, and I promise you, diabetes will cease to exist. But here's the thing: you got to have enough reasons. You got to have enough reasons to do it. A lot of stuff that I'm telling y'all folks is probably just going in most people's ear and out the other. Even the stuff my man Jay Lace was saying, it's probably going in one ear and coming out the other. It's because you got to believe it. Most people say, nah, that ain't true. I'm telling you, man, it's a whole new world. It's called the Matrix. I like to compare it to the Matrix. You're like, well, what do you mean living in the Matrix, the blood sugar matrix? You can actually get yourself out of the blood sugar matrix. Well, what's the Matrix, Kelley? Well, the blood sugar matrix. Well, the blood sugar matrix is, who's seen that movie? I know you've seen that movie with Neo and all that stuff. You've seen that movie. Let me pull it up right here. You've seen that movie, the Matrix. Let me pull it up. Right here. Come on. Here it is. Came out in 1999. Who? Right here. The Matrix. Y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember that movie with Neo? Look at that. He's a bad son of a gun. Look at Morpheus back there. You see Morpheus? Okay, Trinity. The Matrix, folks. The point of the movie was, are you going to take the red pill or the blue pill? The red pill means you get out of the Matrix. What's the Matrix? The Matrix is that fantasy world where you think that stuff's real, but it's not actually real. That's what the Matrix is. When somebody tells you you can't reverse type 2 diabetes, or you got to take medication for the rest of your life, that's the Matrix. That's called living in the Matrix. It's an altered reality. It's not real. But what is real is you can take the red pill just like Neo did in the movie. He didn't take the blue pill. Blue pill, you stay inside of the Matrix. Red pill, you get out of the Matrix. And become the one. And you can do the same thing, folks. You can get yourself out of the Matrix. You can get yourself out of that blood sugar matrix. The constant highs, the lows, like the low energy, feeling tired, getting ready to get your foot amputated, like that, that's not real. It can be. If you don't do anything about it, it can be real. If you don't change if you don't do what you got to do, which is change your lifestyle, if you don't do that, it's very much in your future. Probably amputation, loss of vision. That's how the disease progresses. It progresses year after year after year after year. Like I said earlier, it's usually when you around the average, and when you get to year 10, that's usually when they start bringing out the insulin. Like, all right, we got to bring you some insulin now. Don't you normally get that prescription in about somewhere around 10 years, after about a decade of having it? That's because the disease has progressed. Year after year after year. It's silent. Shh. It'll take you out of here real slowly. And your quality of life is going to be trash. All because we don't want to change what's at the end of our fork, folks. Come on now. We don't want to change what's at the end of our fork. Who's going to play with the kids? Who's going to play with the kids? Who's going to walk your daughter down the aisle? Because you can't, because your leg was amputated due to complications of diabetes. Or you lost your vision due to complications of diabetes. These are real things, folks. It's real. Or you pay the ultimate price. I told you, like my sister did. My sister paid the ultimate price. She paid at 55 years old, she passed away in her sleep at the age of 55 years old due to complications from, oh yeah, you guessed it, diabetes. See, here's the thing, folks. Diabetes doesn't define you. Just like my shirt say, I'm going to keep saying in my shirt, diabetes doesn't define you. But your lifestyle does. If you're ready to stop letting diabetes define you, if that's you, if you're ready to say, you know what, I am ready. I ain't got to the point where I am ready to stop letting diabetes define me. If that's you, but only if that's you though, because a lot of people said, I'm going to still let it define me for maybe a couple more years, few more years. I'm going to let it define me. But if you say, I'm ready for it not to define me anymore, okay? I don't want to be defined by this anymore. I want my life back. If that's you, then the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is calling your name. That is step number one. Step number one is getting outside of your comfort zone for 14 days. A lot of people say, oh man, the holidays are coming up, this, that, and whatever. I get that the holidays are coming up. But you want to know what diabetes thinks about the holidays, folks? Do you want to know? What does diabetes think about the holidays? That's a very good, interesting conundrum. Well, I can tell you what diabetes thinks about the holidays. And it doesn't give, pardon my French, two shits about the holidays. Diabetes doesn't care about the holidays. All it knows is you just stuffed yourself with a whole hell of a lot of food. Okay? And my blood sugar is at like 800 or something. And it's staying at 800. And it came down to maybe like 750, but then it went back up again to 805. So can you enjoy yourself during the holidays? Yeah, you can enjoy yourself during the holidays, be around friends and family, but make it more so about being with your friends and family. Not just eating whatever you want. Still got to be conscious going in. You still got a very deadly disease. Shout out to you, Catherine. You still got a very deadly disease. Type 2 insulin resistance is a deadly disease, folks. I told you my sister passed away at the age of 55 years old due to complications from this deadly disease in her sleep. It was around the holiday season when she passed away. You think diabetes cared about it because it was the holiday season or close to the holiday season? Do you? Appreciate that. So, like I said, it doesn't care about the holiday seasons. You care about that. So again, make it about spending time with your friends and families. Still eat the food that you know that's going to help your blood sugar, real whole unprocessed foods, not hurt it. And you know what? Your family and friends, they still gonna love you. They may pick on you a little bit. Oh, you ain't eating the stuffing this year. You ain't eating the macaroni and cheese. You ain't eating all this stuff. They're gonna make fun of you now. Trust me. So prepare for that right now, for them to make fun of you. For your friends and family, whoever, make fun of you for eating healthy. for watching your blood sugar. But when you left this earth 15, 20 years too soon, number one thing that your family and friends are going to say is, damn, I wish that they would have changed. I wish that they would have did something about that diabetes. I wish they would have. That's what they're going to say. But it was the same friends and family that made fun of you, saying now that they wish that you would have changed, but you're gone now. So when it comes to Thanksgiving and the holidays, folks, don't worry about what people will think about you or what you're eating. Just do you. Do what works for you. They're still going to love you. I promise you they are. Right? I promise you they are. Think about it. Now, if you're ready for change, if you say, you know what, Kelley, I don't care. Yes, the holidays, but it's time for me to change. It's time for me to change. Even though it is the holiday season, I'm ready to get outside of my comfort zone. I'm ready for serious change. If that's you, if you're ready for serious change, you say no more playing around with this deadly condition. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ESCAPE. Oh, not ESCAPE, sorry. Black25. Okay. It's the Black Friday deal. Black25. Use that discount code. You're joining the challenge for 30% off. $69 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where it is a nutrition blueprint. You follow this nutrition blueprint, same blueprint that I use to reverse my own condition, diabetes, heart disease, obesity. Same blueprint that I use, same blueprint that you're going to use. If you want to join that challenge, use that discount code BLACK25 and get yourself out of the blood sugar matrix and become the one in your family, like we talked about earlier with Neo. Become the one. What one is that? The one in your family. You're going to become the one in your family. I told you about friends and family making fun of you. But the whole time, you're going to become the one that's in your family. What do you mean the one? Just like Neo was in the movie. He was the baddest. He's the baddest man on the planet. The one. You're going to be the one. The one in your family that says this. This is what I want you to remember. Jot this one down. Jot this one down. If you don't remember anything I tell you from this live, but jot this one down. That diabetes doesn't define you, but your lifestyle does. But this is what I want you to jot down. Now it slipped my mind. I'll come back to it. I got a lot of quotes in my head, folks. I'm going to come back to it. But here's the thing. Jot this one down. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. You can take medication until you're blue in the face, but you'll never get out of that blood sugar matrix. You'll never get out of the matrix. You'll never become the one in your family. Here's what I want you to remember. I remember it now. Diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me because I'm the one. You're the one in your family. Jot that one down. Diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. You jot that one down. Just jot it down and just smack it on your head. Like ding. And you put it on other people's heads too. Just ding. Diabetes ran in my family until you just put it all plastered on your mirror, plastered on in your car. Make it your screensaver on your phone. Like diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. Click, screensaver. Why? Oh, because you're the one that's changed a whole generation. You are the one. Diabetes ends with you. There's no more diabetes in your family. The next generation is not going to have diabetes. Their generation after that, nobody's going to have diabetes in your family because it all stopped with you. Your kids ain't going to get it. Their kids ain't going to get it. Your little nieces and nephews and cousins and all, nobody's going to get it. Nobody is going to get it. If you're ready for change, if you say, I'm ready for change, I don't care if it's the holiday season, I'm ready. Once you use that discount, I want you to join that 14, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code BLACK25. BLACK25. It's $69 to join that challenge. It's normally $99, but you use that live discount code BLACK25, $69 to join that challenge. But again, you might say, I'm not ready yet. I'm still not ready yet. I still got a couple more years before I'm ready to make a change. I still got a couple of more years before I'm ready because the pain ain't that bad enough yet. Because sadly, folks, that's when people change. Sadly. They change when the pain has gotten too bad. The pain has gotten too bad, they'll change. Or if the pain is real bad right now, and then the second time that they'll change is the fear of future pain. If it ain't any of those two times, human beings are not going to change. Am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I right? Keep it real. Let's keep it real, folks. We always keep it real. Most of us, well, all of us, human beings, not even most of us. Only time that we'll change to get outside of our comfort zone is when we're in enough pain. And then the fear of future pain. If it ain't any of those two events, there's no reason for us to change. Why the hell would I change? Why? Why the hell would I change? Hell is wrong with you? Change? Hell out of here. Why would I change? That's the mindset that most of us have. All of us have, actually. Because it's human, it's built into our DNA. Until something makes you change, like it did for me when I lost my mother due to complications from, same thing, insulin resistance, heart disease, all that stuff. That was when the pain got real, okay? I told you I had diabetes, heart disease, obesity, all that stuff. I had all the same stuff. But I still found no reason to change until my mother passed away, and then that pain hit me real hard. That's what caused me to change. It was called anger. Anger caused me to change. Pain, the pain of losing my mother, that's what was real pain. So it caused me to go on a freaking mission to not only reverse my own condition, but now that I reversed my own condition, no more diabetes, heart disease, now my mission is to help you reverse yours before it gets too late. Black 25, join that 14-day. If that's you, if you're ready to take action before it gets too late. If you still rather keep your toes, if you still rather you want to get rid of neuropathy, keep your toes, keep all of your digits, keep your eyesight. I know you want to keep your eyesight, right? Let's keep it real. You want to keep your eyesight. You want to keep your kidney functions, right? Let's keep it real. You want to keep your toes. Let's keep it real. You want to keep your ankles. Let's keep it real. Now that's called pain. When you get to that point, that's pain. That's when people will change. Other than that, no change. But if you're ready for change, Black 25, join that challenge. Let's see. Don't forget to drink your water. Yep, drink your water. How do you improve your circulation in your legs? Let's say 41. Let's say 41 thing else is. You talking about neuropathy? Is that where the pain in your legs comes from? But if you're talking about neuropathy, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to start with your diet. Stop eating the inflammatory foods, right? That's what's causing it mostly, especially the inflammatory oils. And switch that to real, whole, unprocessed foods. A lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, nuts and seeds, whole grains and legumes. You start there. You start there. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. There have been many people who have joined this 14-day challenge and have the inflammation is gone. And as little as 14 days, and as little as a few days, actually, the inflammation starts to go away. Because your body's been begging. It's been begging for a reset. And we ain't listening to it. If your body's been begging you for a reset and you ain't listening to it, then you know what it's telling me is you're still not in enough pain yet. You're not. When you get in enough pain, that's the only time folks will move. It's I hate that about humans. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that about humans. I despise it. Shout out to Catherine. Ellen laughed my butt off. Love it until it ran into me. Yeah, because I'm the one. Yeah, diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. So I'm the one. I'm glad you didn't give up. Some would think too late to give up. It's never too late. Thank you for saying that, but it's never too late to give up. Only time that you're a failure is when you quit. That's the only time that you be considered a failure, folks. Did you know that? Is when you quit. Other than that, it's just temporary defeat. So it's not a failure. It's just temporary defeat. It's only failure when you stop, when you give up. But if you, well, you know the saying, if you get knocked down 9 times, get up 10. Just think of it like temporary defeat. So this way didn't work. So what did I learn? I don't lose. You didn't learn like, oh man, I failed. No. You didn't fail. What did you learn out of it? What did you learn? So the next time that you do it, you can get it right. And even if you don't get it right the next time, you can still improve upon what you did last time until you get it right. Because anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly. So if you started out trying to change your lifestyle, making little small changes here, and you try to do something here, and it's just, or you failed at this, you tried to eat this, and then that happened, and then and you failed it, and it's only defeat when you give up. If you never give up, it's all about building that resilience muscle. That's a resilience is a muscle, folks. You want to know what resilience is? This is the definition of resilience. Promising yourself that you'll never give up. That's what it means to be resilient. Making a promise to yourself, that you'll never give up. No matter the odds, no matter the stakes. You make that simple promise to yourself, I promise you, you'll reverse type 2 diabetes. Because type 2 diabetes is a reversible condition. It's a dietary and lifestyle driven condition, meaning it was caused by your diet and lifestyle. If you need some help with your diet and lifestyle, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What are we focused on? On clean, whole, unprocessed food, clean eating. There's been many people who have joined this challenge, taking their A1C from an 8 to a 6, from a 7.1 to a 5.7 in as little as 14 days by joining this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like, it's not a game, folks. This is what the people are doing. People come on the live all the time and they share their story. And someone just joined the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that challenge. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I know you use that discount code of BLACK25. That's 60. That's the Black Friday. We're gonna keep the Black Friday thing going until for Black Friday. That's what it is. People ask me, well, Kelley, well, what's the Black Friday deal? This is the Black Friday deal. BLACK25, $69 during that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you're ready to join that challenge and put all the excuses to the side, if you're done making excuses and you say, you know what, man, I'm ready to make progress. I think I'm done with those. I'm ready to make a lot of progress. If that's you, then the 14-day challenge is calling your name. Use that discount code BLACK25. $69. All right, let's see. What other questions you got, folks? Any questions you got for today? I told you we always stay on as long as y'all got questions. If y'all don't got questions, man, we get up out of here. Because like I told you, today is my big day. Today is the birthday, 47 years old. I appreciate y'all joining me on this live today. A few more years, I'll be the big 5-0. You know what I mean? The big 5-0. But like I said before, appreciate that. Nothing is promised to nobody. I'm 40. I just turned 47 today, but the big 5-0 is not promised. Hell, by the end of the day is not even promised. So if I know that I'm going to die, you know what I mean? One day, I can't worry about that. I'm going to live my life to the fullest in the meantime. I can't control that. Everybody's going to pass away. But in the meantime, I'm going to take advantage of every second that I have because nothing is promised to nobody. You're not promised another trip around the sun. It's 47 trips around the sun. If you want to have more trips around the sun, you're going to have to change your lifestyle. But here's the thing. I didn't even think I was going to make it to 47 trips around the sun because by the time I hit 40 trips around the sun, whoo, diabetes, heart disease, obesity. Okay? By the time I hit 40 trips around the sun, I'm going to show you. This was me when I hit 40 trips around the sun, right here. This is 40 trips around the sun, right here. I'm going to show you. That was 40 trips around the sun, right there. That was when I was 40 years old, right there. 40, 41, somewhere around there. 40 trips around the sun. It's called diabetes, heart disease, obesity. I didn't even think I would make it to 47 trips. If I didn't, I wouldn't have made it. So for things to change, I had to change. For things to change, I had to change. That's called change right there. For things to change, I had to change. I wasn't even going to make it to 47 because the heart disease was kicking my butt. Like, let me show you. The heart disease was kicking my butt. Bad. Heart disease was. It wasn't the insulin resistance, yeah, but it was just those heart palpitations that was really setting your boy back. Okay? Heart, chest pains just drop you to your knees. Yeah, I got prescribed all the medications, the statins and all that stuff. But I decided, you know what? Instead of doing all that, why don't I just go to the root cause of it? And it was, oh yeah, my lifestyle. Once I went back to and changed my lifestyle, in there. Now I'm 47. Now you guys are saying happy birthday on my 47th. But I probably wouldn't have made it to about 45. The way I was going. 45 trips around the sun. Appreciate that. Happy birthday to you. Appreciate that. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Catherine for the Stevie Wonder version. Appreciate that. Such a difference. Appreciate that, Louisa. 47 is still a baby. Yeah. I tell folks I'm young. I'm too young. I'm too young to check out of here. So I had to make some changes. Did you have support on your journey? Actually, I didn't. I had a reason. That's all I knew. I didn't have any support. I just had a reason. I had a very strong reasons, because when reasons come first, answers will come second. I had a colossal reason. Like I told you, my mom had just passed away from the same condition that I just got diagnosed. Told you I wasn't probably going to make it to 45. That she got diagnosed with. So my support was locked in, focused, had a whole list of whys. If you got a list of whys, you can bear almost anyhow. If you got enough whys, you can bear almost anyhow. I promise you, you can. The question is, what are your list of whys? I've got a list of whys. What are your list of whys? This is one of the exercises that we do for when folks join my, when they go beyond the challenge, when they go the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, 14 days. That's just the 14-day challenge is, it's just to give you some results in a very quick period of time, in 14 days specifically. Catherine, she joined the 14-day challenge. Shout out to you, Catherine. Thank you, Becky Becks. But for folks who go beyond the challenge, that's when we start really diving into their lifestyle. Diving into how you're sleeping, how you're moving your body. What are you thinking about? How you managing your stress? How you sleeping? What are you drinking? Alcohol? Okay? That's when we start really digging into that. After the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But in the meantime, you say, listen, I ain't ready for all of that yet, Kelley. I ain't ready for no full transformation yet. See that picture that I showed you? That was over a full year. That was a full transformation. That was over a whole year. Thank you, Faith. That was over a whole year. You ain't going to reverse type 2 diabetes in 14 days. You ain't going to do it in 14 days. It's going to take at least 4 months. But in 14 days, you can put a freaking huge dent. And when I say huge, I mean a huge dent in your overall A1C, blood sugar. There's been people who have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, taking their blood sugar from from a 500, their number, to now, at day 8, they were on 173 on day 8. That's over 300 points, folks. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly for saying that, Catherine. She joined the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge and got her A1C right where it needed to be. Right where it needed to be. Because if you give it the right tools, if you give it the right equipment, it's going to go there. It's going to go right where it needs to be, because that's what it wants to do. Your body doesn't want to harbor high blood sugar. Doesn't want to have a high A1C average. No, it wants to see the right amount of blood sugar, just like it wants to see the right temperature in your body. You want to be at the right temperature, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with blood sugar. It's always trying to stay stable. And as little as 14 days, you can put a huge dent in your overall A1C. You can get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. 300s, 400s, 500s. Some people have dropped their blood sugar under 100. Under 100. Not all of them, but a lot of them have under 100. If they haven't dropped it below 100, damn close to 100 in 14 days. That is the power of food. That is the power of real, whole, unprocessed food. Shout out to my man, Black Dog. A1C of 5.3 today, Daily Thrive. Shout out to you. If you're ready to explore the power of real food, you say, yeah, I'm ready to explore the power of real food. Show me the way, Kelley. How do I explore the power of real food? Okay, here's how you explore the power of real food right here. It's by you joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. I went 3 months from 5.7 to 5.3. Shout out to you. And shout out to my man Black Dog. Yes, I love real food. Yeah, real food. You click right here, and then you click on my picture again. Here's where that challenge is, folks. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Here we go. Here it is. There it is, right? Oops. There it is, right there. Dang it, having a tough time with this one, but here it is. That link that says Linktree. And for my folks on my other socials as well, you click that link in my description, and it's going to take you right here. It's going to take you to this page right here. There's a lot of freebies on there. I don't think anybody's taking the quiz today. So take the quiz, folks. There's a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style for my new folks. And what else we got? The masterclass is a free masterclass. All you got to do is pay attention. That's it. 45 minutes. But when you say, listen, I'm feeling trapped in my own body. If that's you, if you're feeling trapped in your own body due to this high blood sugar, the blood sugar matrix, you're just trapped inside of the matrix and you can't figure out how to get out and become Neo. Here's step number one. Step number one in your training is to go through this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It is step number one in becoming the one in your family. A lot of people said that they wanted to become the one in their family. Okay. We said diabetes ended with you, right? Didn't we say that? Diabetes is going to end with you. Diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. You remember that little saying? Yeah. If you are ready to take control of your blood sugar, if that is you, the 14-day challenge is calling your name. It's $99 to join the challenge, normally. But today, we're doing that discount code, the Black Friday, Black25. You put that discount code in, Black25, at checkout, $69, 30% off. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. $69 to join that challenge. Black Friday. Black25. $69 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Are you going to be still a diabetic after 14 days? Yeah. But the thing is, you ain't going to recognize your blood sugar. We're going to talk about stability. I don't care how long you had it. 10 years, 5 years, whatever. It's a proven system. You show up, you do the work, you do it again the next day. You'll be just like Catherine. Got her blood sugar, got her A1C right where it needed to be. Black25. That's the discount code. Happy birthday. Appreciate that. I love your pep talks to start my day. Thank you kindly. It's hard, especially on holidays. Thank you. Yeah. You missed the holiday. I gave the little holiday stint earlier, but yeah, appreciate that. Keep on keeping on, folks. 5.3 is good. 5.3 is great. Yep. 5.3 is great. My inflammation, that's where you want it. That's what we see. We're talking. See, I got up there A1C 5.3. That's what you want to shoot towards. 5.3. That's great. My inflammation in my body went away and helped my spinal pain, dropping my blood sugar. Amazing. What did you do? What'd you do? How'd you do that? Dropping your blood sugar. Did you make some changes? You probably had to make some serious changes in your life. Becky Bex, see Becky Bex on there? Becky Bex had to make some, what are you down, 20 pounds now, Becky? That's amazing. Just by making these lifestyle changes. It's a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar. Could be 21 pounds. Could be a lot of things that could be causing you to have high blood sugar. But it's predominantly what you're eating. Becky Bex hadn't even joined the challenge. Becky Bex didn't even join the challenge, but she's just putting in the work. She's just coming on the lives and she's putting in the work. Because that's what it takes. It's a lot of things that could be hurting your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating. The clean eating plate. The 50, 25, 25. That's how she's doing it. That's how she's losing the weight. 50, 25, 25. Thank you, Becky. So you master this 50, 25, 25 plate. Ooh, like we talked about, man, you master this plate. It's called the clean eating plate. Look at that, 50, 25, 25. You see that, folks? 50, 25, 25. You master that. Woo! Sky's the limit. Can stress cause high blood sugar, glucose? You damn right it can, right? So we talk about the 4 areas. Having a peaceful mind, aka stress management. Stress management can throw the whole thing off. You could be eating great. You could be working out like a savage. You could be training like you're an Olympian. You can be doing all of that. But if you're stressed, whoo, or if you're sleeping wrong, you're not getting good sleep, because that's also a stressor. Poor sleep is also a stressor. Causes your body to release more blood sugar, stored blood sugar from your liver. Puts you in the fight or flight mode, being stressed. And when you're in fight or flight mode, your body says produce more blood sugar so that you can fight. And where blood sugar goes, its big brother follows. Where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Wherever the little brother goes, glucose, as you say, blood sugar, the big brother is going to be out there chaperoning insulin. Blood sugar can't go anywhere without insulin. It can't. You can't escape the chaperones when you remember when you were a kid and you went on the field trip. Who remembers going on put a me in the chat if you remember going on a field trip when you were a kid and they had chaperones out there. You remember the chaperones? Put a me in the chat if you remember the chaperones when you were a kid, when you guys went on a field trip. Yeah. Yeah. Sandra remembers it. Faith remembers it. Yeah. What was the job of the chaperone? Let me ask you that. Sandra and Faith, what was the job of the chaperone? Okay. Let's see if they see the answer. What was the job of the chaperone? Well, here's what the job of the chaperone was. It was to make sure that all of the little kiddies got back on the bus and they were protected. To keep me out of trouble. Yep. Make sure you got back on the bus. Make sure everybody got home safely. So it's the same thing that's happening to your body. Inside of your body, whenever you eat food, whenever you got blood glucose inside of your blood cells, your system, your bloodstream, insulin will come out all the time and says, we got to put the blood sugar into the cells. That's the job of insulin, to put the blood sugar in the cell. And insulin cannot leave, it cannot go down until all of the blood sugar is gone. When all of the blood sugar is gone, insulin is like, oh, okay, I can rest now. It's the same thing like the chaperone. When all the little kiddies are on the bus, when they got all the names, little Johnny's here, little Debbie's here, little Faith is here, little Sandra's here. That's when the chaperone can get back on the bus. It's the same thing with insulin. Insulin cannot leave until all the blood sugar is gone. So that's the job of insulin and blood sugar in their relationship. They're like two peas in a pod. Okay? It's each other's yin to each other's yang, the yin and the yang. Blood sugar, glucose, and insulin. They're like a match made in heaven. But all right, we're getting ready to get out of here, folks. But I hope y'all taking advantage of, if you are ready for change, and if you're ready to take advantage of getting your blood sugar back to where you need it to be. If you're ready to take advantage of that, today's the day, because we got the discount code, BLACK25, $69 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Thank you kindly. $69 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code BLACK25. Where is it? It's linked in my bio. It's linked in my bio. That's where it is. Enjoy your birthday. Yeah, today I got some. I'm going to go get a Thai massage today. You know when they walk on you. So this whole week is just going to be about relaxation. This whole weekend. I think tomorrow I'm going to a spa. I'm going to go do a spa tomorrow. Do a cold plunge and all that stuff. All right. Biohacking, it's called. I'm going to do a whole bunch of biohacking this weekend. Okay. But it's going to start today with this massage. You know, when they walk on your back, the Thai massage, I mean, they get deep. I've been having some neck pain, so. And plus, it's basketball season. Basketball season start, man, I got to keep my legs fresh because I'm a referee. I run around on the court. I was on the court last night. Running around with the kids. Some of them are pretty fast, but they're not faster than me. So I got to keep everything fresh. So that's why massage today, pamper myself this weekend. But I appreciate the love, all the birthday stuff. Do me a favor, folks, to bebop that screen and double tap that screen and share this live out with anybody that you know that's struggling with this condition. We'll be back on Monday. Like I told you, we're not doing anymore. We're not doing the weekends probably for a while. Probably not until maybe 1st of March. 1st of March, we'll be back on the weekends again. But for right now, since and that's when basketball season's in. But right now we're Monday through Friday, folks. 9 to noon Eastern. Those are the new hours. No more weekends, and we're going 9 to noon Eastern. Monday through Friday, 3 hours. We're gonna be giving y'all the sauce. Bring on my man Jay Lacey from time to time. Give you some more sauce. Give it to you from a different angle, different perspective. Got another guy coming on, another coach coming on Monday. So tune in for that. We're gonna have a different coach coming in on Monday. He had diabetes also. He's gonna tell you his story about it and his how he helps people. So that's gonna be another fun one. So tune in on Monday. Like I said, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be back. But here's what I want y'all to remember though before we leave. Before we get up out of here. It's a reversible condition. And if you show up and you do the work and you do it again the next day, you can get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. Check this out. Managing diabetes with just meds is like riding a roller coaster with no seatbelt. Managing diabetes with just meds is like riding a roller coaster with no seatbelt. It's going to be fun at first, but it's eventually going to come crashing down. You ever notice that when you take medication, it works for about a year? Then as time goes on, you got to change it. You got to change it because your body's not responding to it anymore. Because your body's built up a tolerance to it. Same way that your body's built up a tolerance to insulin, it's also built up a tolerance to medications. So that's why you got to change it. So you can try to keep your body guessing. Because here's the thing, folks. You fast forward 5 years from now, you don't change anything. You don't change anything about your lifestyle in 5 years. You know what's going to change? The only thing that's going to change, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck with you. The only thing that's going to change is your prescription. That's it. You're going to get a higher prescription, stronger prescription. They're going to pull out the big dogs on you. They're going to be like, yo, you tried this already? You tried this? You tried this? Okay, we're bringing out all the big guns on this one. But my question to you is, why go through all of that? Why go through all of that, taking mad medications and it doesn't working, and you just like, I got to go to this doctor and that doctor and Question is, why go through all of that? When you can simply change, you can start by changing what's at the end of your fork. That's it, Mama D. Change what's at the end of your fork. You change what's at the end of your fork. You change your diet. That's the only way you do it. I was on metformin, now I'm off, and the meds no longer have diabetes. I changed my diet. It's as simple as that. Thank you for saying that, Mama D. It's as simple as that. You grasp that simple concept, and Mama D just said. And I promise you, diabetes will not define you. Diabetes doesn't define you. Okay? but your lifestyle does. You hang out with me for 14 days in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm not gonna show you. We're gonna show you. The food is, you're gonna prove to yourself that the whole time it was the food, and it's gonna mess you up. It's really gonna mess you up though. It's gonna mess you up in a good way, but it's still gonna it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna mess you up. It's really gonna mess your doctor up. It's really gonna do a number on you. When you change your diet and you see what happens, it's gonna blow your freaking mind. How do you do that? You join the challenge. Here's how you join the challenge. You click right here, and then you click on my picture again because we're getting ready to get out of here. This is when we get out of here. But you got to click here, and then you click on my picture again. Here it is right here. Here's all the stuff, folks. Here's where all the goodies are. Go get all the goodies, folks. Because like I said, we ain't going to be back until Monday. In the meantime, go get all your goodies, folks. The quiz, go take that quiz. The masterclass, free masterclass. Just pay attention. That's it. And then look here. The PDF. Download the PDF where I break down the lifestyle medicine formula. Let's just say you don't even want to listen to me anymore. Like, I don't want to listen to you, bro. I would rather read what it's all about. So you can read it too. You can download it right there. Right there. But if you say, damn it, enough's enough. I need guidance. I need support. I need help. I need help along the way. I don't know where to go. I'm stuck. Please point me in the right direction. I've been dealing with this for too long. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. So I'm scared. So all I'm going to do is just not do anything because I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to step outside of my comfort zone. But here's the thing. If you're scared to step out of your comfort zone, step outside of your comfort zone. Here's the thing about the comfort zone. It's a beautiful place. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a beautiful place. Comfort zone, man. But the only thing that grows there is regret. It's a beautiful place. But the only thing that grows there is regret. If you're ready to step outside of that comfort zone, because everything that you want and literally don't have, you say, listen, this is what I want, but I haven't done anything about it yet. That's the question you got to ask yourself. You got to say, what is it that I keep saying that I want, but I haven't taken any action on? What is it that I keep saying that I want? You want to get off the meds, you want to get your life back, you want to get your blood sugar, that's what you want, right? But at the same time, I haven't taken any action on it. You. Just answer. I can't answer that question for you. I can't answer it. What is it that you've been saying that you want when it comes to type 2 diabetes? You're an individual. I can't answer that for you. Just like you can't answer my question. Just like everybody, there's 8 billion people on this planet. Everybody's going to have a different answer to that same question. 8 billion people. But what is it that you keep saying that you want and you ain't done anything about it yet? If you keep saying that you want to reverse type 2 diabetes, and you want to get off the blood sugar roller coaster, the nightmare, if you keep saying that and you ain't done anything about it, then it's going to persist. But if you are ready to do something about it, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? Right here. Click right here. Use that discount code BLACK25. That's the discount code for the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, Black Friday. Any other questions before we get up out of here, folks? BLACK25. That's it. Eat well, drink water. That's all I did. Also walking. He's 100% right. I appreciate that, Mama D. But that's it, folks. We'll be back on Monday. Coming at y'all on a whole different angle. But until then, folks, we ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna stop until y'all realize that it's in your diet. I ain't gonna stop until you realize. When you realize that when everybody, all the 8 billion people or people who are suffering from diabetes, when they realize that it's the diet the whole time, that's when I rest. But until then, I ain't gonna rest. Because here's the thing. You see, when we're born, here's the thing. Appreciate the birthday love. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. want you to ponder on this for the weekend. You see, when we're born, we look like our parents. The question is, which parent do you look like? You're going to look like one of them. Maybe you look like both. You're going to look like your parents when you're born. It's inevitable. Maybe even your grandparents. But your parents. But when you die, that, on the other hand, you're going to look totally different. Totally different. You want to know what you're going to look like when you pass away, when you die? You're going to look exactly like your choices.